where do people turn when they have lost everything? When a cruel catastrophe has taken everything they loved and cared about in life? Where do they turn when they're in despair?
O&A Party Rock!
It's showtime, folks. It feels good. It's cool.
We're brilliant broadcasters.
I'm thrilled. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic.
Very respectful. Very nice.
There is some shenanigans going on.
And it just feels right.
They're like two puzzles. We want perfect questions. We want some laughs. Some thoughts being provoked and thrown back and forth.
I don't like flaky. I like cakey.
I want to hug a cute dog.
How fake was that?
The name of this radio show should be The Happy Idiot and the Sullen Douche.
Two total dorks.
Am I listening to a radio show? Two DJs and a tranny lover. That's what this program is about, mister.
Only creeps listen to this program.
Yo, boys, what's happening, man?
Turn your fucking radio down!
Anyone around here ever smell my ass?
It's lovely. Anthony.
Come on, we're going to tell you how to get chicks.
James.
I'm Jim Norton, and I'm a horribly boring person.
We just kind of laugh at him.
He's getting better, but we got to break him in still. He's a candidate for killing his wife when he gets married.
I love E-Rock under the console. That's hot.
Snapple and mayo, your dumps must be lovely.
And featuring...
Hurricane Ben! Or Teeny Steve!
I think there's a degree of mental illness with everybody on the show.
Ramon. Eric's breath smells like the diaper of a cancer patient. Can I say for the record that this program sucks a fat dick?
I got a few ideas that could get us fired. Please use them.
Please use them.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Okay, terrific.
Hello, exactly. Do you want to kiss me? We look like assholes right now, man.
You have something to say. I have something to say. All right, so let's just talk.
Mom, please stop calling me.
I seen a cop knocking the truck window out, and I thought they was giving the man UPS. I thought the man was dead. That's the way it was.
The man was dead. That's why we striking.
Ah, the strike. Day 2 of the transit strike in New York City. Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony program on XM Satellite Radio. The O&A virus spreading across America and spreading across my lungs as I speak. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Are you sickly? I was laughing, man. I was dodging virus after virus after virus. Yeah. Is it an actual virus? I don't know. The flu, the cold, whatever. Whatever they call it. And people were coming into work sick all around us. And I was laughing it off like, ha, 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 you can't get me. Laughing. Poe sick. E-Rock sick. Everyone was sick around us. Yep. For weeks. Sore throats. And finally, it hit me like 2 or 3 days ago. I'm miserable. Absolutely miserable. I think one of those savages we call our listeners probably had it when we did our J&R music appearance.
Shook hand with a clammy fucking disease hand.
Because you were sick yesterday too, right? A little bit?
No, about 2-3 days ago I had scratchy throat.
That was it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got...
seemed to go away.
I got a deep cold. And Norton is trying to tell me that coldies will take care of it. I just want to punch somebody.
It helps if you
because everyone has
early.
a stupid remedy to get rid of this shit, but they still don't know how to get rid of the common cold.
Coldies helps if you take it early.
Oh, so does chicken fucking soup. I had that last
I like
night.
Chicken soup,
and it's so tasty.
It certainly is.
Yes.
Someone said try emergency. I got enough emergency for everybody.
Emergency.
I'd call Kenny yesterday for two emergencies because he went to the store for me.
Yeah.
He goes, they have raspberry and lemon lime. Which ones you want? I go, get me one of each. Meaning one packet of each. He comes back with a box of each. And each box has about 40 of them in.
And what's that shit supposed to do?
It does shit.
It's actually a lot of vitamin C.
Takes your money.
When you get you start getting a cold, you take it?
I've been taking it. Everyone on the set has been sick since I've been taking it every day.
On the set, right. On the set, of course.
Well,
something we all could fucking relate to.
Yeah, you know.
Because we're all on the fucking set.
Oh, it's fun. And they've all been,
God, take me away from this miserable life.
But Coldies works if you take it on time. If you take it early, it kills it. If you take it too late, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't work.
Yeah,
Nothing works.
It does. It's a cold.
Dude,
I think it's one of those things.
I could take 10 phone calls right now. Everyone will swear that they have the cure.
You ever get
nothing works?
You ever get a cold or feel like a cold's coming on and then it just goes away and you never got it? That's what those people think is that working.
Right.
Like they take it and go, dude, I started getting a cold and it went away. Like you could give them a fucking Pez and they'll be like, dude, I swear by it because I was getting sick. I took a Pez and it went away.
Yeah. I've done it enough times when I was just getting sick with Coldies, and I'm telling you, that a lot of zinc in it, and zinc lozenges are great.
If it really worked, then you'd be a multimillionaire.
I didn't invent it. Whoever did it is a millionaire.
You could be the spokesperson.
No, they won't have me because I'm too dirty.
Dude, someone goes, try Airborne. Oh, fuck. Know how much Airborne I've taken in the last 4 days?
How much?
It didn't make a difference.
Airborne stinks.
Well, they're selling it like crazy because there are people out there that are believing in that. They're believing in the God that is Airborne.
Dude, I fly a lot. I know about this stuff. I'm constantly on airplanes.
It doesn't work.
Back from here in La La Land and back in the set to here.
Flying disease spreaders.
Yeah.
Yeek.
There you go. Don't use Coldies.
All right.
And Jimmy's pissed off that I didn't go to the stupid drugstore last night after we walked home to get Coldies. I'm like, it's not going to work.
I'm telling you, it works. Coldies works.
It doesn't work.
Who says Coldies doesn't work?
Paul on Long Island.
Oh, Paul's
Hey, Jimmy, I took that Coldies. They gave me like fucking mega diarrhea for like 2 days.
Great.
It was probably your cold, you idiot.
No, fucking
shit
diarrhea.
out the.
Paul, it doesn't give you diarrhea.
They gave me diarrhea. I ate like 3 of them.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not supposed. You eat 3 in a day. You're not supposed to eat 3 in a row.
I did it, and it's
They're not candy, sir. They're medicine.
Yeah, well.
They taste awful. Why would you eat 3?
I'm here to say that nothing works. I don't want to hear it from anyone.
Thank you for that, Jimmy.
That works.
Early in the morning.
I popped a Benadryl. It put me in La La Land, and now I'm on Sudafed. That works. Until it goes away on its own. When the stupid cold decides it's had enough and it moves on.
I like all the doctors that instant feedback in. Like Dr. Tribal Rage from Whackbag.
Yeah.
Dr. Skin Beef.
Yeah.
All the doctors. The current bug going around can't be helped with anything. You just have to wait it out.
No.
And did Opie come in to work in a robe today? Yes, he has his robe on and his little tissues that he keeps crumbled up in one hand, one shaking hand.
And didn't we just do a radio show? Weren't we just here?
Oh, my God.
We were.
This is crazy.
I don't even know what happened. All I know is we did the homeless shopping spree. It was a huge success. We're going to rerun the show tomorrow, Friday, right? Friday?
I left the studio 12 hours ago. 12 hours ago, I left the studio.
Right.
And I was back, I don't know, what time did I get in? 2 a.m., whatever it was. I got in so early this morning. I left my house 4:10. 4:10. The alarm went off at 4. I shot up out of bed, panicked, threw clothes on, brushed my teeth, out the fucking door, and trying to beat the 5 o'clock HOV restriction here in New York City.
Whatever the fuck it is.
Curfew. Well,
just to explain for the rest of the country, this transit strike, the one thing that's going on, because Manhattan is just a tiny little island, and you got bridges and tunnels, okay?
Yep.
Most people know what Manhattan looks like, but just in case you don't. So they don't want you driving into Manhattan unless you have 4 people in your car. Between the hours of 5 a.m. and 11 a.m.
And 11 a.m. So, big transit strike going on here. Everybody knows about that. National story. And apparently 7 million people commute, use the subway or some type of public transportation on a daily basis here in the city. So that's 7 million people that have to find some alternate way to work.
Right.
So in order to keep so many cars out of the city, if all those people decided, well, the buses and trains aren't working, I'll just take a car in, the city would be gridlocked like you wouldn't believe. Couldn't move. So they decide 4 people per car, or else you're not getting in the city between 5 a.m. and 11 a.m. So yesterday was a clusterfuck. Not enough time. They announced the strike so late or early in the morning that no one had a chance to do anything. People were driving in. They didn't know they needed the 4 people. They're turning people around. It was rush hour hell. This morning, I had the bright idea of leaving in time to beat the 5 o'clock HOV restriction, along with everyone else on Long Island.
Yeah, what happened? It turned out to be rush hour at 4 in the morning here in New York City.
4:15 on the expressway here was like 8 o'clock in the morning. It was rush hour. But there were a few people driving like maniacs just to get around and to make... Because I'm looking at the road, looking at the clock, looking at the road, looking at the clock. All right, I'm doing good. I can't... if I miss this 5 o'clock, I'm sunk. Because you can get right to the Midtown Tunnel, and which is what I take in. Or you can take the Queensboro Bridge, whatever. 5 o'clock, bing! You're not over that bridge, you're not in the tunnel. They will turn you right the fuck around.
Turn you around.
And tell you to get the hell out of here. You are not welcome here in New York. Find 3 more people. And so I drove in. Made it in. I think I signed in at 5. I might have to leave earlier tomorrow. Any problem on that expressway, I am talking a car pulled over and a police car with shiny lights to slow traffic down, and I'm fucked. So I'm going to have to even leave a little earlier.
It's just a mess. It's absolutely a mess in New York.
And the person
news are trying to make it a cute little story, by the way.
No, it's not cute.
It's not cute. People are ready to kill each other out there.
And it's only day 2.
That's right.
And that scumbag that is in charge of the transit union, what's his name?
Roger Toussaint.
Roger Toussaint. This scumbag, publicity hound, this guy is no better than that fucking rapist fireman as far as wanting publicity. You know that guy wanted all the publicity for what he did?
Bronstein?
Exactly what this scumbag fuckwad is doing now. He is holding New York City hostage. He is holding people's ability to get to work hostage as a negotiating tool for union workers that, in my opinion, and I've done a lot of reading on this, so, transit workers can call. We have no problem with them voicing their point. They're getting a pretty good fucking deal. And it wasn't like that was the final deal. The MTA was still at the table, still completely willing to bargain with these guys. They were making headway. There wasn't a log jam. There wasn't some end-all thing that they said, no, we will absolutely not do this. They were still bargaining. But this scumbag wanted publicity so bad that above and beyond their bosses, the international version of their union, they went on strike. The international version of the transit union said, hey, we never said to fucking strike. We don't condone this strike. Get back to work. And this guy every day, no. We are being held hostage by the mayor and the governor and the MTA. MTA they're the ones sitting at the table, asshole. You know what?
You shouldn't be running the union if you can't say MTA.
MTA. How about the rock coat for the man?
The MTA.
You know what would just make everybody laugh their balls off? Do what Ronnie Reagan did with the air traffic controllers.
Uh-oh.
Fire every one of these motherfuckers. Fire every single one of these transit worker douchebags that are fucking on picket lines right now. Fire them. Bring in the fucking National Guard. Do some kind of aggressive training program. Get a fucking monkey to push that handle to make the train go. Pull it back. It stops. Give anyone 10 minutes in one of those boxes on wheels, and they'll know how to run it. Fire them. Fire them. You don't want to work? Boom. You're gone. We'll train some fucking monkeys to do your work.
They offered them, I don't know what they wanted, but they offered them, they said 3%, then 4%, then 3.5%,
right.
Which is like 10.5% over the next 3 years total.
Over the next 3 years.
He wanted 6% a year. Which
they said they were willing, the MTA said they're willing to go further. They were negotiating. They were talking it out at a table. The MTA didn't say, fuck you and your union, we're leaving, and then the union goes, well, you know what, we strike. They were talking. They were having a conversation like other people do. There are unions that can't strike. There are police unions, teachers unions, They negotiate contracts. They work without contracts. They don't fucking strike. It's illegal. There are laws against it because they're vital to a city working and operating. They are holding it hostage. And like Opie mentioned yesterday, Ed Koch, who I guess is on the phone now live again. This guy's getting a lot of press time. Yep. Brought up the fact that...
he was the mayor in 1980 when we had the last transit strike.
He brought up the fact that this union has done what the terrorists have never succeeded in doing. Completely shutting down the New York City transit system.
We don't need to be scared of Al-Qaeda. We need to be scared of ourselves. We do it to ourselves. Look at these bridges this morning. Just a ton of people trying to walk to work. And there's stories in all the papers. One guy's walking 16 miles each way just to go to work.
Just to go to work.
Because he has to.
Fucking
does he have a friend with a car? How about hiring some homeless people to jump in a car with you?
Dude,
the car would stink forever.
I can't wait for those stories to come out because the cute news is, hey, I see you found some new friends today.
Yeah, we found them.
We found them. I needed 2. Now we got 4. Now I can drive around. Wait for the real stories to come out. Some poor chick that needs to go to work, so she picks up 3 guys.
Gets raped.
And they're gangbangers.
Well, that could happen, but something a little more realistic that could happen. I was watching a program yesterday on people's insurance. Do you know people have a minimum of insurance in this country? You never really get the amount of insurance you need to cover yourself in an accident with a car. You get enough to cover the law. Because by law, you have to be insured. If you load 3 people in your car and you have an accident, you are liable. Your insurance company is liable based on how much you pay in and how much you get out for the health and medical care of those 3 people that are now in your car. You know who's responsible above and beyond what the insurance pays out? You motherfucker.
Driver.
You. You're responsible. So now, all of a sudden, you're being a good guy. You're driving 3 people. You get into an accident. Now you're being sued. It's there's so much risk out there because of this. The transit union is putting people at risk, their health, their safety, their welfare, financial welfare, all this as a negotiating tool. Could you imagine if you have your job, I don't know, you work in an office somewhere, and you have the ability to fuck over everyone else that works in the city you work in just to get a raise? Or just to get the medical benefits you want, or to get your retirement age to keep it where it is instead of pushing it up where everyone else's is. Here's another sticking point. Their retirement age right now, they can get a full pension at 55 years old. 55 years old in this day and age ain't old. That's plenty of time to relax on a fucking beach somewhere with a full pension. They want to push it up to 62 years old, only for new employees. Not for the people that are there already, for new employees that come aboard. And that is a huge sticking point with the union. What makes them so fucking special? What stress and pressure is so great on that job that they want to be equal with police officers and people that are under such stress on a daily basis that a retirement at 55 is justifiable for certain jobs? A fucking test pilot should be able to retire at 55. Not a goddamn chimp that pushes a fucking handle that says forward and backwards. You're on a track! You're on a track! Jesus Christ! Open the door.
Please stand clear of the doors. Stand clear of the doors.
Whew, I'm exhausted. I gotta retire.
Yeah, you don't even get the opportunity to go left or right. You just go straight.
You can't make a turn.
You don't even have a wheel.
Right. It's just Give me a break.
It's just an up and down knob.
It's forward and stop. That's it. And most of it is done with electronic signaling devices and whatnot. You've heard those stories of the conductors in there getting blowjobs and fucking women, letting them drive the train. This happened a few months back. There was some guy, he's driving the train, and some chick, I guess it was late at night, is in the car behind, and she comes up and starts having a conversation. He invites her in a little booth in the front of the train where the little go handle is, and she's sitting on his lap, running the train, making the stops at the station as he is fondling her tits and ass.
How did he get caught?
Now, okay, there's one of the good guys, but
and he's one of the guys who was actually pushing for 62.
No kidding, man.
I want to go back to work. I want to.
He was crossing the line, believe me.
Yeah, scab.
How did he get caught?
She ratted out.
Really?
Yes, she ratted out. Said he was assaulting her and groping her. But I mean,
you want to drive the train, bitch? You gotta pay a price.
Right.
That's right.
You want to sit on Daddy's lap? You gotta block that memory out. You want to ride the train? That's what you get.
Same thing.
Well, we got some audio. People just losing their minds out there. We start with this one.
And if you think this entire process is not taking an emotional toll on people, I want you to listen to this woman named Emma Harris.
I pay $180 monthly for the number 2 tree. I pay $76 every month. Then I have to pay taxi. I'm a poor woman in this country, and we need to have our transportation. You see, most of us out here need transportation. It's not easy out here. They are out there rich. They don't know what's going on out here. We are poor people out here. We need transportation. I'm not young anymore. I'm up and down. Have to go to work. So Bloomberg and Pataki should wake up.
What?
We should point out, though, that Mayor Bloomberg is not directly involved in negotiations in this transit strike.
You know what, by the way? I don't want to... I think... I'm trying to figure out her accent. I want to say Midwestern.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, a little southwestern too, thrown in there.
Midwestern with a hint of Santa Maria.
Holy shit! I am poor people. We are poor. Shut up! Shut up! And I've watched so many interviews on television. 90% of the people they're interviewing are black people. What's going on? Where's Whitey? Where is Whitey at?
On the Long Island Railroad.
Whitey's wandering around trying to get a couple more drivers in his car.
Is that what it is?
Oh, yeah, man.
They love interviewing black people on the news.
So you don't take mass transit in New York City?
Mass transit? You wouldn't catch me
Jimmy
on
doesn't
there.
Either. It's Whitey's a minority on the trains.
I wish I knew more about it. I would take it. I just don't need it that much. I don't do that much during the day.
People have asked me, well, why don't you take the Long Island Railroad? Because that goes into Penn Station. And then what do I do from Penn to here?
You take a little walk.
Subway.
No.
There's no subway.
There is no subway. That's why there's a problem, Jimmy.
No Oh.
See, I could take the Long Island Railroad in during the strike, but then what do you do? Yeah. And the Long Island Railroad is a mess right now. It is a mess. They were showing pictures of Jamaica that were just like lines of people screaming at workers that knew nothing. They had people in orange vests. Railroad workers.
With bullhorns.
With bullhorns, and people on the other side of the gates screaming with that horrific Long Island accent. I've got to get to work. My family depends on my money, and I can't get it. And the people are like, I'm sorry, you're just going to have to wait on this line. But I've got to get over to... Just a mess. And then I'm looking going, yeah, that's where I want to be. That's where I want to take a train to.
That's the beauty of something like this. Everyone's real personality comes out. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Because all these people think they're the most important person in the world. You know, everyone...
And we know I am.
Everyone on that line has to be somewhere, obviously.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Everyone that's going somewhere has to be somewhere. And it's your somewhere is no more important than someone else's somewhere to them. Mayor Bloomberg, very important that he get from his point A to point B. He's doing a lot for the city. But as far as the guy that works at a deli, his getting to the deli is just as important to him. So to start screaming at people doesn't make any sense.
No.
You hear this guy? Cabbies are charging people that don't know. Usually it's a metered fare here in New York. I'll hop in where I work. I'm like 15 blocks from here. It comes to like $5.60.
Yep.
And now they're zoning, so it's $10 a pop, which is fine because it's just fast. Get in, get out. Okay.
And they're taking up to 4 people at a clip, so they don't have 4 separate meters.
Right.
Depending on who's getting in where and who's getting out. So what they do is charge a flat fee now.
These cabbies are making a bloody fortune.
Hand over fist.
Well, this guy, I kind of like this guy, but cabbie, he punched a woman in the face.
Good. But no, God bless him. What did she do?
She was at like 88th and 1st, and he took her to 83rd, like 7 blocks, and then wanted an extra 5 on top of the $10
Was
zone
it past
charge.
the zone?
I don't know.
Because it's $10 within a zone. So if you're, say, in zone G, and you're going from somewhere in zone G to somewhere else in zone G, that's $10. If you cross over into another zone,
even though that's only maybe 3 or 4 blocks,
it could be a block into another zone. It's an extra, like, $5.
No, she refused to pay it, though. She should have.
Punch her in the face, then.
I'm not saying that's not the way to handle a mouthy bitch. I'm just saying that was illegal.
These cabbies are just zippy-doo-dah, zippity-yay.
Oh, they're loving it.
Oh, they're just making a fortune out there.
I tried to get one this morning. They fit in cars sometimes that will hang outside the building and try to grab fares. They're not luxury cars, but they're nicer than cabs. And it's usually $10. The guy's quoted me many times. I won't take them. It's too much. Usually $5. So I see today how much, and he goes 15. And I'm like, I'm such a bad bargainer. I'm like 10. And he goes, ugh. And he wouldn't look at me. So I walked away. I'm the consumer.
Something like an $8 fare.
That's right, Opie.
An $8 fare now. What would normally be an $8 drive for a cabbie, if he's got 4 people in that cab, is now at least $40 that he's making. Where normally the same distance driven would have been $8. Something like that.
Plus tip.
You tip those animals?
Always. I give them like $6 extra.
I tip them. Little piece of raw meat, throw it into the front seat and watch them ravage it.
All right, we got more audio. Savages. This is the big story today, man. I think everyone can relate.
Dibber.
Yeah.
Double.
And at Penn Station last night, everyone's trying to get back on the trains to go back out to Long Island. It was like a cattle call, man.
They didn't know what to do.
It was unbelievable. You couldn't just go into Penn Station knowing, let's say, your train left at 7:20.
Yep.
No, you had to wait on this just massive line that went for blocks to slowly make it into Penn, and then, I guess, try to figure out what train you could take from there.
They said they didn't want that amount of people on the platform to avoid people being shoved onto the tracks just from the sheer mass of people. So they were keeping them upstairs in Penn until the train was announced, and then they'd bring them down. The trouble is, you don't know what track your train's coming to. It's very confusing in there to newbies, especially if you've never ridden on the railroad.
And it's not like other trains.
It's a mass of people. You can't now move. Say you're near track 20. You can't then, at the drop of a hat, go to track 12 because there's so many people in the way. You're going to miss the train, and that's what it was.
Penn Station in general is fucked up. Every other train station in America is nice. It's like track 1, 2, 3, right in order. Penn Station, it's like 12, 18, 17, 19, and 20 over there. 12 and 14 are over here.
And you know what?
There's no rhyme or reason to how those tracks are set up.
You know what I really hate about that? It's never the same place twice for the track or the train. So you say you got to go out to Huntington, Long Island from New York. You would think you'd go into Penn, go to the same place you went to yesterday to make that trip, go downstairs and wait for your train. Doesn't happen that way. At like 3 minutes before the train leaves, it pulls into the station. They go,
Huntington, track 24, track 24.
And you're like, track 20, did he say 24? Well, you can't hear him. Now you got to run to track 24 because the train's going to leave soon. They give you limited notice that this is happening. And with the place packed like it was yesterday, you couldn't get through the crowd. This is a clusterfuck, directly to blame the transit union. Fire them. Fire them.
More audio.
$10 just to get in the cab. What do you think about that?
I did that yesterday. I thought the cab driver was ripping me off. I wanted to go over to Madison Avenue and 52nd Street from 44th Street and 6th Avenue. It was kind of cold. He said $10. I said, what are you, ripping me off? Because he said, no, there's a new law that each zone...
Strike fares. $10 and another 5 in a new zone. Eddie, thank you. We're going to help Eddie get a cab. Anyone from Midtown? All right, guys. Trying out here. Back to you.
Yeah, and these reporters are just having a ball with this, like it's another one. This is just like
fun.
This is just like one of those cute snowstorms today.
Right.
They're out there just laughing and laughing.
A cabbie should have punched that woman in the face.
Trying to make it sound like it's all just fun for everybody.
$15 to go 7 blocks. He should be shot for that.
Yeah, can you believe it?
The cabbies are so excited.
They love it.
They're certainly loving this.
Now, you hit a little snag when you came up here. What happened?
You need 4 people to cross that Holland Tunnel.
And you didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
So
How?
there are 2 guys in the car. You know, I hopped in so we could all talk to you. But I'm going to get out, and what are you going to do now?
I don't know. I'm going to wait until 11 or I'm going to see if I find somebody, you know.
Two more people
to
take.
cross.
Yeah, so people are now wandering around just picking up strangers wherever they can.
That's safe here in the city.
Welcome to my life.
That's safe in the city.
What a great opportunity for a carjacking. Jesus. Those stories will come out starting tomorrow. You watch.
Well, believe me, how can hookers get in trouble now? What? We're waiting here to be rides.
Right.
3 rides.
Thank you.
You got your finger deep inside one, the other one's sucking you off. One in the back seat watching.
I say bring back the tunnel bunnies.
Yeah.
Tunnel bunnies for everybody.
Want to help a guy out?
Who cleaned up the tunnel bunnies? Was that Giuliani?
Giuliani. Oh, and here is Mayor Bloomberg once again walking across the Brooklyn Bridge.
Westbound, very heavy this morning between the Cross Island Parkway and the Fairgrounds. We didn't see that yesterday.
Stop doing traffic reports.
We know it's a mess.
We know it's a mess.
The Cross Island Parkway and the Whitestone as your alternate. Now I can show you the other side of the spectrum, Steve. Take a look at the BQE. Yesterday we talked about delays on the BQE as bad as Joe Nolan and I had ever seen.
Sure.
Here you can see the BQE moving at a reasonably good clip. What they did in a lot of spots was they moved those HOV checkpoints to the actual entrance ramps on the BQE and the Gowanus. So the result of that is that once you're on the Gowanus or the BQE...
Sounds like so they had them on the actual highway at first. Yeah. Now they're moving them to the ramp, so now you can't even get on the highway. That's kind of smart.
Well, the good thing is New York City does figure out this shit if you give it a
them a day or two.
Yeah. Sounds like that traffic reporter needs some coldies, by the way.
Little coldies.
He's got a little stuffy nose as well.
Oh, that's
well, stuffy nose.
Hopefully he's okay.
The traffic does seem to be moving.
You know, that's exactly what they've done.
To a certain extent, Stephen, I think...
And enough with the mayors walking across the bridge. It's cute. We get it. We get it. You're just like us. You're just like us, except that you have like 20 fucking guys protecting you.
There's bodyguards all around him.
Those are all bodyguards following the mayor across the Brooklyn Bridge because he's just just like you and I.
Wait, why is he
going
working
to work
from Brooklyn? He lives in Manhattan.
Because it's the thing to do.
He was sleeping at the Federal Emergency Management Headquarters over there.
You know what? I kind of like Bloomberg.
Bloomberg's great.
He hasn't done anything. Something about him that makes you
I
hate
like
his guts.
Bloomberg, but
his voice.
I like him, but it's just like this is just a photo op. Stop.
He's kind of, he can be an asshole when it comes to certain issues, but I defy you to find one mayor that like you don't have some issues with.
David Dinkins.
Oof. Jesus. Picked a good one. And but Bloomberg's been pretty good.
I know. I just hate these photo ops, though.
Yeah, and his voice is kind of annoying. There's something about Bloomberg that just makes you hate him.
Here's the problem. Yeah. He's the mayor of New York City. There's a transit strike going on. He's wasting an hour right now to walk across the Brooklyn Bridge to show everyone he's just like you and I. How about use that hour to try to do what you can, even though he's in a weird position himself here?
Do you know he can hop in a fucking Gulfstream jet and fly across the river because he's that rich?
Right.
We have the richest mayor in the country. This guy gives millions a year to charity.
He's a billionaire.
He's a multi-billionaire.
You know what? I need to come to work today. So we are seeing a very steady stream of traffic here at this HOV checkpoint at 96 and 2nd Avenue. And police really, making no exceptions. You've got to have 4 people in your vehicle. Things moving along pretty orderly. Now, we talked to a guy earlier who was driving solo. It took him an hour and a half, and he finally had company.
All right.
So you found 3 new friends?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you going to drop everybody off, or are you just going to...
Yeah, I gotta drop them off. One of them is going to 42nd, and the other one's going to 59, the other one's going to 85th. So, I had to drop them off, then go to my job.
Yeah. Pitch the ride.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
So nice.
Oh, yeah.
Pitch the ride, gentlemen.
Go down to 49th and 59th.
So you're planning on walking?
Yeah.
We're going to walk over. But at least we don't have to walk 50 blocks like we did yesterday afternoon.
50 blocks.
4 babbling strangers.
This is the new reality. Hopefully it's not real for very long. Now, we've been talking about these charter buses.
All right.
4 just babbling, boring strangers in your fucking car.
Wait, I live below 96th Street, so I can just drive my car solo? Like, they won't stop you if you're solo.
No, if you're in the car, if you're in the city, you're fine.
I may go up to 95th Street and just go to 96 and go, I'm alone. Fuck you, and jam my finger up at all the motorists.
Just drive around.
Yeah.
In circles in front of the people that can't get in.
I might back up right to the checkpoint, like an inch before 96th Street. And when the cop says something, I say, "Beat it, Flatfoot." Boom, and I zoom south.
You lousy screw.
That's right. Take a walk for yourself. Zoom south.
Here's some more audio. Waiting for the Long Island Railroad in Jamaica. This is where it's a real mess.
Yes.
Pretty much about the same. Yeah. Like instead of terrorists attacking us, we're attacking ourselves. It's like a metro jihad.
Yesterday I could not go. Today I'm going.
Oh boy.
It's after all it's a job.
Dell customer service,
paid, right?
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be at 7, be at work at 7, so that's the reason why I'm here early today.
But you bagged work yesterday.
Yes. No, I went to the doctor yesterday.
Of course, yes, of course.
It's
in my foot.
Please go back to work and negotiate. It will work out better. Please.
So that you don't have to get up so early, right?
Right. Please, thank you.
Where is the Yankee
That lady
Franken
pleading
shop?
with union members to come back to work. A couple of numbers we want to throw out at you. The Long Island Railroad yesterday handled an additional 50,000 extra people. Tack those on to the 100,000 that they normally deal with every day. And the best news of all, no injuries, nobody hurt. They'd like to keep that
Wouldn't
record
that be the
going
same
today.
thing, asshole?
Best news of all.
Wouldn't an injury and nobody hurt be the same thing? No deaths and nobody died. Thanks, you redundant cunt.
Thanks, Ben.
Let's go to... I think you pissed a few people off, Anthony. Let's say hi to Jim in Brooklyn.
Good.
Jim?
Well, first of all, I want to say, Jimmy, I saw you on the webcam the other day. You look good, bro. You look like you're getting healthier. Maybe it's just the sun out in California.
No, he is. He's lost some weight.
Oh, thanks, man.
And... By the way, happy birthday. Anthony, you got to look at it like this.
All right.
The union had to do what they had to do. The MTA has turned around and asked for an arbitrator or a mediator because now they're saying they're at an impasse. Okay. Am I happy that they're on strike? No. But am I following the Daily News headline of mad as hell or the Post headline of you rats? No. They had to do what they had to do.
Why? Why did they have to strike when when they were still dealing at the table?
But they weren't, Anthony.
Yes, they were.
Point. No, they weren't.
They absolutely were. Did the MTA fucking walk off?
No, the MTA did not walk off. I'm not arguing.
The MTA was making them valid offers.
But the MTA turned around and said, "This is our last offer. We're not making another offer."
Have you ever been in a negotiation?
As a matter of fact, yes, I'm a union member.
And when is the last offer actually a last offer? The last offer is when the MTA gives an offer and doesn't fucking come back to the table. The fact that they come back to the table tells you that there's a little more out there. And if you sit and talk like civilized human beings and don't hold the city hostage, you might get a little more.
But, Anthony, they're not holding the city hostage.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. Is it a pain in the ass? Yeah.
Work without a fucking contract until you hammer a deal out, like the teachers do, and the cops.
All right, Anthony, you don't want to hear anything. You want to hear your point of view.
No, I'm listening to your point. You haven't made a point, though. The guy didn't make a fucking point. He's saying that, the MTA is holding the city hostage?
I think his point mainly was that, I looked like I had lost a few pounds.
Jimmy looks great. Okay, he had one valid point.
There was a very valid point
He is a cute little guy.
I'm a puggle with AIDS.
Let's go to Chris in Delaware. Chris, what's up?
Hey, you guys. This is Chris. I don't know if you remember, I was in the eggnog drinking contest.
Chris, how you been? We wondered actually yesterday whatever happened to you.
Oh, my God. The white smoothie shits are done, but everything else is going well.
How's Delaware?
Oh, it's...
Stop asking me stupid
We got
questions.
a transit strike. We got stuff to do today.
I'm sorry. It's the smallest state. Did you know that?
Chris, Delaware, go.
It's a little state.
Okay,
someone said you look good.
In a second, I'm going to hang up on Chris, and I'm turning Jimmy's mic off. That's what I do today. Till this cold goes away.
Sure, Chris, go.
Go ahead. Go. What do you got for the program?
WYSP in Philadelphia. Bashing XM, bashing everything, telling everybody how they're great, how it's free and everything. And then they're talking like Jimmy's his best fucking friend. I guess it's this new DJ, Barsky, on 94.1 WYSP.
Barsky?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have heard of him.
I'm hearing some things out of Philly, and I hope it's not true, but I'm hearing that Kid Chris or someone on his stupid show on YSP has been taking shots at us. And I'm like, what the fuck? We used to be friends with Kid Chris, and now he's turning his back for what reason?
That happens.
So we're trying to get to the bottom of it, but supposedly there's been some real trashing going on that radio station, and I want to know exactly what went on.
It's 94.1.
No, we know the station. We put them on the map.
They're actually sponsoring my New Year's Eve show.
YSP was a powerhouse in Philly. I'm not going to lie to you, sure. But then Ant and I got syndicated to YSP and just blew up. We had massive ratings and made that station even bigger. And we moved on because we had to with everything that happened with us. Now I'm hearing rumors that something's going on down there where they're trashing us pretty bad on Kid Chris's show. I don't know if it's true, but I've had a few people tell me that some shit has been going on. And I want to know what the fuck that's about.
Now, I spoke to him, and he said it wasn't true. I mean, look, if anybody out there has a tape, fine. But it's like I asked, and he goes, no, there was nothing said. So are you talking about that, dude, or are you saying that? What are you talking about?
I was listening about 3 days ago, and they were talking about, Barsky had some guest on, and they were talking about how great the free FM was and how you don't have to have this subscription. It's better than this. And then they're trying to make you sound like they're your best friend, and they used to hang out and, do all
We never hung out with Barsky.
Oh, dude.
Barsky's a faggot.
I've never heard of a Barsky.
To another level.
Well, dude,
Barsky's a guy that's been stuck in Philly radio for his entire life. He's miserable, and now YSP has him, I guess.
You can't blame them for trashing satellite in general. That's fine. That's what they have to do.
That's their whole thing.
Yeah,
it's called free radio, so they got to bash, the enemy, which is pay radio.
Stupid Steve Harvey was on the American Music Awards the other night. I was watching that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't give a fuck if he's black, white, yellow, or fucking pink. He's an ass.
And he is an unfunny,
He's an ass with the strangest black toupee I've ever seen in my life.
You have a toupee?
Holy, you don't think that's a toupee?
I don't know. It might be.
And that's why he wears the silly fucking hat, to hide the silly toupee.
Oh, I think he meant hawk.
Someone find a picture of Steve Harvey. You tell me that's not a black toupee. It's very rare, by the way. The black toupee is a very rare thing.
Right.
Steve Harvey has one, and one of these news guys in New York has one as well, and it's very funny.
And remind me after you're done talking to address the awful face Hawk just made at me. Go ahead.
So Steve Harvey's on the American Music Awards, right? And he does this whole rant about how radio should be free. Radio should be free.
Yeah.
Radio, that's exactly how he's doing it. He's ranted.
It should be. Broadcast radio should absolutely be free.
There you go.
Because it stinks.
That's right. And people shouldn't, when you think of it, people shouldn't make $25,000 or $30,000 to stand on stage for an hour, Steve, but they do.
Yeah. There's his head. You tell me that's not a toupee.
People, you know what else shouldn't be done if you want to go what's right? People shouldn't make awful sitcoms, Steve.
Yeah.
But they do, don't they?
That hair, look at his hairline is like it was snapped, like a perfectly snapped straight line, like they used a laser level on it.
That is, there's something going on with that hair.
At least his teeth are nice.
That's something going on.
They're so white and pearly.
But I was laughing at home because they're just going, radio should be free. They just don't get what this satellite radio is about yet.
And it's not really free. You have to sit and listen to commercials.
That's not free.
Which isn't really free. Your time, you're not enjoying the commercials. So now it's your time. And if, it's our time.
Right.
We're listening to commercials.
But they are scared shitless of what satellite radio is becoming.
It's funny, they didn't mind taking advertising for it a few years ago. They were taking the advertising dollars.
Yeah, you don't see that anymore,
no,
do you?
Don't.
Yeah, oops.
We're going to find the Steve Harvey clip because it's really ridiculous. Their regular radio is starting to sound ridiculous.
Well, at least their plan is good, though. They have some really good shows lined up here in New York. Free FM. I think that Logan should be panicking.
I will promote the shit out of Free FM for them because it's going to blow.
Yeah.
Chris in Delaware.
Yo.
Hi, Chris.
Guys, what's going on?
Hi, babe.
What's up?
I was just calling about that whole Free FM deal. It's horrible.
Yeah, I know. What else did you have? We're going back to what is happening.
I'll tell you what. I just want to let you guys know. I started recording it, and I've been calling every day trying to get on doing some assaults with those guys. So as soon as I get some, I'll call you guys back.
Well, I just want to know what's going on with YSP. Are they trashing us? Are they not?
No.
One day Kid Chris is our friend. The next day he's not. I've heard him kind of take Howard's side in some of the shit. Then he's being nice to us. What is it, Kid Chris?
From what I've heard...
Make your statement and go with it. You can't play it both ways, buddy. Can't play it both ways.
From what I've heard, all it is they're making XM and satellite radio in general sound like absolute shit, and then making Jimmy and everybody that has something to do with XM radio like their best friends in order to sell their show And, you know, like, I guess they're sponsoring Jimmy's show and everything like that. So, I mean, it's just, you know, they're totally hypocritical. You know, they're using someone, you know, they're using Jimmy as, you know, a promotion tool for their free FM, and then, you know, they're trying to slap you in the dick by, you know.
And did they really hire Barsky over there?
Oh, yeah, dude, Barsky got fired like 5 fucking years ago, and he sucked then, and he sucks now.
Oh,
and,
God.
You know, dude, when Free FM is sponsoring a show, let's get back to that, it's important that we support that show because it's a way to support satellite.
All right. Thank you, Chris.
Guys, thanks a lot.
I don't know what that means.
Could you get your plug out?
I don't need to. Dude, it's not about me. The Tower Theater New Year's Eve is irrelevant. No one cares.
All right.
Ticketmaster. I laugh at Here's what I say to Norton Show. I might as well do that on New Year's Eve.
I care enough that I'm going, Jimmy. I'll
be glad
you're
there
on New Year's Eve.
And I'm going to point at you and wave.
Great, like you do every time, and I have to stand up awkwardly and go, hi, I'm here.
Oh, by the way, HBO is going to get me a copy of the first fucking wave you guys did. Everyone has seen the second really awful one, but there's a first one, too, apparently, that was worse for Opie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for Opie, yeah.
Which I've commissioned, and I went through a lot of trouble to get it. It will go up on Foundry as soon as I actually get it.
Let's say hi to Blitzer. Blitzer!
Good morning, boys.
You're hired. Rudolph, you're fired. Remember Regis's thing?
Oh, so cute.
Very funny.
I just wanted to say those poor people in New York, they're so stranded and they're so black.
All right, very nice.
So stranded.
Let's see. Let's say hi to Joe in Brooklyn. Very pissed off.
Joe? What's going on, fellas?
Hi, Joe.
Right, sir.
What's up? Hey, listen, Anthony, you know, I love you guys to fucking pieces. You guys are the greatest. But, Anthony, what are you forgetting about the blue-collar man? You forgot you used to be the working man out there?
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, how do you not...
What seems to be the problem, though?
Well, what you're reading, and it is exactly what you guys preach, and I agree with you, is the media is full of fucking shit, and all they do is lie. So what you're reading, you believe is necessarily true, that the MTA was still bargaining?
Dude, I'm not just reading. I'm listening to what both sides are saying. And I didn't hear one time the MTA leaving that table.
No, wait. I'm telling you right now, trust me, I'm on bargaining committees with a union in Brooklyn that goes well across all over the Northeast. But by any means, all it is the MTA has to look good in the eyes of the public when the union decided to strike. So what do they say? Well, we stood there, we wanted to negotiate, but the TWU decided to get up and walk out.
And why did they walk out? It was such a bad deal that they said, fuck you, we're leaving?
No, but wait a second. You have to protect your new members, including your old members. The deal, now they gave them, the original deadline was what, Monday night at midnight?
Uh-huh.
They didn't walk on Monday night at midnight. They said to them, we're going to walk. They kept threatening. Even the last contract.
Yeah, threatened to walk. And it's what everybody that calls up that's bitching fails to remember is they're not allowed. It's illegal for these people to strike.
Okay, and that's understandable. But, and also, to go against what you said in reference to how the National's not supporting them. The National legally cannot publicly say that they're supporting it because, yes, it's an illegal, it's a wildcat strike. But the National knows very well what was being done. Can they support it in public? No, they can't, but they know what was going on.
They were not at an impasse. They were far from an impasse where they had to walk off the job. They could have kept working and kept at the table because now they are fucking everybody over. You're talking about me forgetting about the blue-collar worker and shit? How many people are being fucked on a daily basis just trying to get to work?
Well, wait a second. Wait. So people are inconvenienced for what?
Inconvenience? No, an inconvenience is you missed one train and the next one is coming in 10 minutes. That's inconvenience.
This is a complete nightmare. You got to admit that.
Oh, without a doubt.
This is not an inconvenience. It's a little more than that, Joe.
Joe, you were a union rep somewhere?
Absolutely, in Brooklyn.
Why do I think that his union repping involved a walk into like maybe an alley with a bat attached to it?
A bat?
Why do I think there's not gentle negotiation?
My stepfather Sal was a union rep. Please, I was in a fucking union, dude. I was in fucking the Tin Knockers union.
I know you were. all, I remember that. Back in the day, you used to always talk about that. But also what I'm saying, you're saying that these guys should have worked without a contract. If any worker works without a contract, especially in this fucking city, they get walked upon all over. Look what happened to the teachers union. The city walked all over them. They were fucking miserable. They walked all over them. Yes, they can't strike. But if they work without a contract, they're in trouble. The teachers union went how many years without a contract?
Many years, but there are certain jobs that you get perks, which are some pay perks. I mean, the transit they're making a lot of money. They're making good fucking money.
You think that $50,000 or $60,000 is a lot of money in this day and age?
It's $43,000 starting salary. That ain't bad, my friend.
It's not bad.
That ain't bad.
It's not bad, but it's not like, standing on oil the way you're making it out to be.
Well, what the fuck do you want? Then go to fucking school and get a better job. It's all in line with what you're doing. You drive a bus, you drive a train, here's what you fucking make. The guy that, invents something for IBM, he makes a little more. This guy makes a little less. It all falls in line. For some reason, it looks to me like the transit union wants everything they're asking for, which is above and beyond what really comparable jobs are getting.
I can't see them wanting everything that they're asking for. What they're doing right now is it's a bartering tool. If the MTA would...
This isn't a bartering tool. It's extortion. It's like saying holding a gun to someone's head is a bartering tool to get some money out of them. They're holding the city hostage.
But they gave them how many opportunities did they sit there and...
Doesn't matter. It's illegal. Everything you're saying, even if there were valid points, doesn't matter because the strike is illegal. They're not allowed to fucking walk off the job. They should be fired, and either the National Guard or someone should be brought in to run the trains and the fucking buses until other people are trained, and then show these guys what real hardship is like. Now you got no fucking health benefits, you got no fucking paycheck because you were a fucking asshole and you followed that idiot, that publicity hound jerk-off who is fucking these guys' lives over.
The media put a total fucking spin on it and did exactly what they wanted, and it created everybody to fucking believe that key word over here is it's illegal, it's illegal. So what? They fucking did a wildcat strike. They need a fucking contract. They gave them ample opportunities. The last contract, they were supposed to walk, and everybody was in a frenzy, and they never walked. They continued to work, and even still.
Man, there are just two sides that aren't going to agree on this.
My question is this. Even though the strike's illegal, I mean, it's not like they're cops or firemen with your, I mean, I know it's a bad strike, but if you're not allowed to strike, and this is in any job, what is your main bargaining tool if you're not permitted to strike? And I know they get perks and they know that when they go into the job. I'm just kind of asking, what is the main thing you can say, well, do it or else what? We're just going to keep asking. If you're not allowed to strike, how do you get what you want?
That is exactly
good point, Jimmy. Good point.
You have to take a stance, and unfortunately, it had to come down to, yes, they had to walk, but that is their only major bargaining asset that they had. That
Look,
they could
even if they had to walk, it wasn't to the point where they had to fucking walk. It was not at the point yet that they had to fucking walk. Even the MTA is saying, and you could say they're lying, they're this, they're that. They were at the table. They were the ones at the fucking table. This guy is a publicity hound. He loves the attention.
You believe that? He can't even...
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Fucking guy. He can't even speak English.
Yeah, no shit.
MTA. All right, Joe, thank you.
Bye, Joe.
All right, bye-bye.
He's destroying a lot of these workers' lives, depending on how long this goes. These guys are being fined. They're being docked 2 days' pay for every day they miss. You know how long that's going to take them to catch up? $1 million a day. The union is being fined. They have something like $3 million that they have in their treasury. It's going to be gone in a couple of days. Now they're talking about fining individual workers. These poor sons of bitches that are now on the picket lines are going to be fined. They're going to have to pay out money above and beyond what they're being docked. Just go the fuck back to work. Get to work.
Ellis in Philly, what's up?
Morning, guys.
Morning.
Hey, in general, in Philly on YSP, they're just sore with satellite in general. It has nothing to do with O&A directly or any other particular show. And, to prove it, they still have your WOW stickers up in the bathroom over there where they've been since you guys were on YSP.
And that means what?
I'm proud that our
If they
stickers
hate
are in the
you, I mean,
bathroom.
wouldn't they take it down? If they were talking a bunch of crap, wouldn't there be something written
Oh, great. So 100 people have seen our WOW stickers in the last year. That's wonderful.
We don't think they hate. We don't think they hate the O&A show, dude. It's just, you know, we just want to make sure that nothing bad was said by a guy that we like. It's like people trashing the business. It's a part of what we do, and we know that. You know, guys in Florida that talked a lot of shit about this show. But we don't know them. It's like when you hear it's somebody that you know and you're friends with, it's like, shit, it really does, like, fuck, I hope that's not true.
Something went on the Kid Chris show, and we assumed he was sort of a friend of the show, and we're just trying to get to the bottom of it.
And in fairness to him, I did talk to him, and he did say absolutely no, and he did email me and goes, dude, it didn't happen. So if there was a tape of anything different, oh, fine, please send it. But, I mean, according to him, he did not do anything.
Supposedly some guy on the show that has an annoying laugh took some nice shots, especially at you.
At me, right. Yeah, not Chris himself, but somebody on the show.
Thank you, Ellis.
All right, man, you guys suck.
Bye, fella. Let's watch the language.
Hey, we got the Steve Harvey thing he did.
Oh, we do?
We have a good staff here, by the way.
Amazing.
What was that sour look you gave me, Hawk? What's the matter? You're all down today.
Dude, these guys, they didn't even go home.
But nobody's down
E-Rock
today.
slept an hour, right? Yeah.
Oh, okay,
when he's wearing his glasses, that means he hasn't slept.
When I came in here, it's like a flop house. This place is like a flop house.
Why don't you go home and just hop up? Oh.
He was sleeping on the couch outside the studio, right?
Yeah.
And then who else slept over last night? Travis slept here last night.
Travis. Who was on the couch? Danny?
Travis and Danny.
Danny had his face stuck to the leather couch. It's like the couch sucks. You just sweat on it. It's a leather, like, friggin' lawyer office couch. And he's sleeping on it. He gets up here when he rips his face off of the side of it.
You know that webcam you got set up now?
Yeah.
You got to keep it running 24 hours a day, because I have a feeling there's some crazy shit going on around here when we're not here.
Yeah,
someone's getting their dick sucked by one of the other guys. I know who it is. I don't know who it is.
Danny, I didn't know who it was, so I walk in here. Now, I'm, like, ridiculous early when I walked in here. And I see the office, the shades are down, and the door is shut. I'm like, I've never been here first, so perhaps this is the way they close up shop. I open the door, and I just see somebody sleeping on the couch. I'm like, now I can't turn the TV on. I can't get at my computer. So I hang my jacket up and slowly tiptoe out and shut the door. It's a fucking hotel. It's a bed and breakfast.
I thought Steve was the first one in, because he has, he has no problem about just running in and turning lights on and making
noise. And Master Poe was asleep here?
Yes, Poe slept on the Liberator.
We got pictures of Master Poe sleeping and Travis sleeping up on opieandanthony.com.
Because I came in early.
Master Poe takes his shoes and socks off?
Ew.
He might have to get into a kickboxing match at the moment's notice, Opie.
Yeah, well, the pictures are up on opieandanthony.com. The guy's using the place as a flop house.
Because I got
So Master Poe slept here last night, too?
On the Liberator that homeless Donna used.
Oh.
Travis sleeps in the fetal position. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
He's a little guy.
All safe and curled up like he's in a little womb. No risks, just an umbilical cord.
Look at he's protecting himself from danger.
Yeah, protecting himself from bad dreams. What a little douche. Where is he?
He's over there.
Was there a little nightlight plugged into the socket next to him?
Of course there is. Prevents tripping in the evening when you're going to piddle.
Unbelievable.
Fucking sissy, stretch your legs out.
Unbelievable.
So I'm sitting here for, I don't know, a half hour, 45 minutes, and Poe, wiping sleepies out of his eyes, is like, what time did you get here? I was like, I've been here for a while. I have to come in before the HOV thing kicks in. Oh, and I think he was a little disappointed in himself that he wasn't waiting downstairs.
Yeah.
And I showed up so early.
Yeah.
But I got to thank our EMT friends. They were out there this morning, and I pulled up, and they followed me to the garage and gave me the ride back.
Those guys, I know they're big fans, but they're a little strange. Also, they're just kind of waiting outside the studio. And
that's cool. They just cruising around.
They just, like, sit there and wait for us to ride and just kind of wave at us, and then you wave awkwardly back. And
you don't go to the window and have a chat?
Every once in a while.
I chit-chat.
Every once in a while, but they gave you a ride to the garage?
Yeah, they gave me a ride.
That was nice of them.
And it's good, because if any lights come up that might delay me, they could go right through them.
All right, here's Steve Harvey. We were talking about this earlier as well. Listen to this.
Hey, I just want to start by saying I want to thank everybody for listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show in the mornings. Appreciate that.
In the morning.
Thank you much. Right on. For sure.
And I'd like to thank everybody for buying my album, Wreck of the Day, and helping it go gold.
Now, the key word is buying her albums. You're supposed to buy albums, buy CDs. None of that illegal downloading. You will go to prison. You're going to...
Way to start a cause, Steve.
Wow.
Yeah.
Way to start a cause.
Kind of had to call people to arms.
The reality is they've pretty much taken care of the
go to prison
illegal downloading thing.
What
They
are you
really
in
have.
for?
I know.
All the record industry wanted was to take that percentage that was massive and get it way, way down to a manageable level. That's all they were trying to do. They knew they couldn't stop illegal downloading totally, but they didn't want 75%, let's say, of the people out there getting their music for free. They were
That's what they were.
They figured out a percentage, like, well, if we could get it down to 10 or whatever, I don't have the exact numbers, then we're okay. That's all they were trying to do, and they've succeeded with that.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to download all your music. And I know people are going to call and say, I'm still doing it, but as far as the masses, they're just not doing it
It's not as big as it was when Napster was free and huge. And
so for him to jump on that bandwagon is like, what?
Wow, Steve.
Wow, way to go out on a limb.
Go to prison.
It continues.
You're going to jail, all of you. You'll be somebody's girlfriend before you know it. Remember, buy albums, radio should be free. Buy albums, radio should be free. That's the deal.
So, what about satellite?
No, don't worry about satellite. We don't make money on that. You just go roll these clips. You tripping.
What? That was pretty funny. At least he kind of acknowledged what it was, saying we don't make money on that.
That was funny.
No,
what I'm saying is at least he said, look, we don't make money on satellites.
But whoever that broad was, I don't think that was in the cute script. So she was like, well, what about satellite? She knows satellite's huge, and that's when he had to say, let's not worry about that. I don't make money off that.
He should have punched her in the face.
And then demanded an extra $5. She went into another boring woman zone. And no, women, I don't hate you. Every time I tease women, I get emails. Well, you don't love women. I love women.
Right.
Radio should be free. Keep using that slogan, commercial radio. We're going to kill you. We're going to absolutely kill you.
It should be. Shit should be free.
Work on your content.
Amen.
Work on your content and work on your commercial loads. Stop with this radio should be free shit. You're going to lose badly.
And stop buckling to the FCC because they gave everybody away. They fired you when they shouldn't have fired you. I don't know if they let Howard walk or if he was going to walk anyway, but they've done nothing but fuck talent and kowtow to the FCC anyway, so they got what they wanted.
Keep going with radio should be free.
I said kowtow, Opie.
I know.
I said kowtow.
I don't know.
Just kowtow.
That means when I fuck up, you got to let me slide one time today. That's
okay.
All. That's all.
I think you already did, actually, and I let it go.
Which one?
I don't remember.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay?
No, that was good.
That was kind of bad.
I kind of looked away.
I know you did.
Because the thing was you started, and then you realized you had to at least sing the second part.
I know.
You went zippity. Fuck doo-dah, zippity.
You got to go through it, yeah. Once
you can't just do zippity-doo-dah. That would be silly.
All right. More commuter audio. This is the big thing today.
How was your commute this morning, sir?
It was great, beautiful.
Great and beautiful. Are you cold?
Nah, not really.
And what do you think of the strike?
I don't know. It's my first day out here, so I really don't know how I'm gonna handle it during the week, you know.
Okay. How about you? What do you think?
Well, I think it's outrageous, you know.
What's outrageous?
This is what's going on right now. But I feel good because they're getting the fines, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. How about the holiday shopping? You done?
I'm done already.
Okay, ma'am, how about you? How was your morning?
Terrible.
Why?
This is terrible.
Why?
They're selfish, and the mayor's right. They're selfish. They don't think about us. We're the one that pay them.
No, that's interesting. I hear your comment.
Wow. That street reporter has nothing.
What chops
I hear your comment.
She can't improvise. Nothing.
Great shop.
She doesn't want to give a real opinion.
Of course it's awful out there, and all she had to say was, why?
It's awful out there. Why? I get driven around everywhere. I have no problem.
I don't know, man. She was getting to the bottom of the issue.
The way bottom.
Goddamn fucking assaults on the media would be great.
Oh, my God.
They're all over the place. All these reporters are everywhere.
Let's talk to this stranded guy with the wow sticker and the lion suit, okay?
Yeah, exactly. All right, people have been requesting There's No Santa. We could play that going into break. What the hell?
Which one's that?
The famous There's No Santa call.
Oh.
Going back.
Yeah.
I used to try to defend this clip. I can't defend it.
Why bother trying?
I was just having a bad day, and we were talking about Santa Claus on the show, and a couple called up, and they were very upset because their little youngster was close by.
Heard what you were saying about Santa. What we all know about Santa.
That's right.
That, you know. maybe he's, mommy and daddy.
Maybe. And this silly couple decided to confront us on the issue.
Yeah, I was just listening to your station a little while ago.
Yeah.
And I had my 3-year-old son with me, and you guys are putting down the Santa Claus thing, and it's just your parents and all that.
Yeah.
And I love Opie and Anthony, and I'm a faithful listener, but I had to change the station.
Oh, that's okay. You're doing parenting, that's called, when you change the station.
Yeah.
Wait. I detect that you're a little pissed at us because we just said that there's no Santa Claus on the air.
Well, it'd be one thing if it was, a little later at night and there wouldn't happen to have been someone's kid listening,
Dude, I just saved you the hassle. Now you could get the credit for all those presents you bought for him.
Did we traumatize him?
No, you didn't, actually. I changed the station in time where he didn't pick up on it because he was busy doing something else.
Hey, what's your son's name?
It's Jeffrey.
Can I talk to him real fast?
Why? What are you going to say?
I just wanted to say hi to him.
You're not going to say anything bad, are you?
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, are you sure?
Yeah.
I hope not.
All right, where's Jeffrey?
I'll get him. He don't really talk much on the phone, but...
What's your wife saying in the background?
Oh, she wasn't too happy about it when I told her. She wasn't listening, but... Wait. Chill out. Chill out. Okay, hey, Jeffrey, somebody wants to talk to you on the phone. Those guys are listening to on the radio?
I'm measuring the floor first.
He's got a measuring tape. He said he's measuring the floor first.
And your wife is mad at me for doing that? I better talk to him and then smooth it over.
Okay, well, here he is, okay? I'll give him the phone, but I don't know if he'll talk.
All right.
Okay, here he is. Oh, here, Jeffrey, listen to this guy on the radio. He wants to talk to you. Here.
Jeffrey, take it. Yeah. Come here. Wait, let me get him on my lap.
Jeffrey, come here. Just listen to what this guy has to say to you.
Jeffrey, there's no Santa Claus. Jeffrey, there's no Santa Claus. It's your dad.
No.
Oh, no. Heartless.
It was Whip 'em Out Wednesday, so I flashed some guy on the Long Island Expressway. He was involved in a 7-car pileup. There was blood and carnage everywhere. But my tits looked great.
Please, wow responsibly. A public service announcement of the Opie and Anthony Show.
That's the latest from NXS. Pretty Vegas. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday, by the way, Anthony.
Yes, it is.
We love the WOW. Absolutely support it. It's a great way to show everyone that you support the radio show. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. That's what WOW stands for. You get WOW in your car, whether it's a homemade sign or one of our bumper stickers, or you write it in the dirt in the back of your truck. Basically, what that means is women will flash you on the highway.
Getting wowed right now.
You're getting wowed right now?
Yep.
How's that possible?
Lucci just wowed us on the Pal Talk cam. By the way,
I didn't see it.
The Pal Talk people really seem to be enjoying the audio of the show when we're in breaks. Because they're able to hear when we go to commercial break what we're talking about here in the studio. Sometimes got to turn the mic off. Like during that last break, Ben comes in and just starts bad-mouthing people and then goes, "Is that mic on?"
And freaks out.
So I had to shut it off and let Dugout Doug take the floor for a little while.
Because the people that he was bad-mouthing could pretty much kill him with their pinkies.
Of course.
Yes. So he panicked. He was like, "Oh, my God.
Was that mic on?
Was that mic on?"
Gotta watch that mic.
You could kill Ben with some antabuse and a healthy exercise regimen.
So it is WOW. So you get the bumper stickers and all that. And there are ladies out there. We can go to the phones right now and talk to women that are more than willing to flash you if you have a WOW in your car. And we got the WOW bumper stickers. All you have to do is send in a self-addressed stamped envelope to us here in New York City. I believe the address is up on opieandanthony.com, okay? I think we're turning it into a P.O. box. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So whatever address they're using, it's up on opieandanthony.com if you need WOW stickers. A couple other things real fast. The homeless shopping spree went on last evening. We had a great time, and we want to thank all the pests that showed up and supported the radio show once again at the Palisades Center Mall up there in West Nyack. We love that you guys are supporting the show and coming out when we ask you to.
There were a lot of them there, man.
And that's
the videos.
That's very important to the success of the show. We got to show the people how powerful this radio show is. And I'm looking at some of the video and the pictures from yesterday's event. I had no idea that many people showed up. I'm looking at a clip right now. It's hundreds and hundreds of people clapping and applauding the homeless as they left the bus to go shopping yesterday. It's unbelievable. I thought maybe a couple hundred people would show up for us yesterday. It was way more than that. So if you took the time to go up to the mall yesterday, thank you so much from everybody here at the Opie and Anthony Show.
Looks like a rock band's bus pulling up, doesn't it?
Yeah. And
there's flashes going off. Everybody that comes out gets applauded and cheered on.
Yeah, I'm looking at Tippy Tom leaving the bus as we speak here, and the place went just nuts.
Tippy Tom and Grey Wolf, the rock stars yesterday.
Yeah, so the video clips and the pictures are slowly but surely going up on opieandanthony.com. We got a lot to sort through to give you the best clips, so you might want to check that out later on in the day, okay?
Right.
Or right now if you're at home. And then, yes, we got to talk about Johnny Damon.
I fucking hate the Yankees.
Johnny Damon is now a New York Yankee.
Ugh.
Pending a physical and a haircut and a shave, they said.
He can't dress like that if he's a Yankee.
Because the Yankees don't allow the long hair and the caveman look that he had in Boston.
$52 million for 4 years for this fucking guy.
Wow.
How about a pitcher, Cashman, you shithead? I should have my own sports show.
You really should.
I'm good.
Yeah, because that's brilliant talk.
It is.
You can take calls.
You know, the Yankees seem to need some pitching, Jimmy.
They fucking stink.
They're signing up names that are a little controversial to the Yankees, being he was a Red Sox, and I believe they are just doing that to put some asses in the seats there, Mikey.
Johnny Damon is good if you want to turn him around and stick your dick in him and rub his long locks. That's what he's good for. If you want to fuck a center fielder in the dumper, Johnny Damon's perfect because you can pull his little hair.
You know, you really do need a sports talk show.
I know I do. I'm very good.
It's brilliant stuff.
Dude, I get right to the heart of the issue.
The Yankees just beat down the Red Sox time and time again. I know the Red Sox won the World Series, but they're slowly but surely forgetting about that already.
The Yankees' goal is New York's goal really is to pick apart their championship team. Just a little pick.
But don't pick the pitchers. Don't get Schilling or Pedro. Don't take any of the pitchers. Take Johnny Damon.
Everyone knows pitchers win World Series.
Of course they do.
In the end. But
don't get that monster.
David Ortiz,
Ortiz would have been...
in Yankee Stadium?
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, well, Johnny Damon is now a New York Yankee.
Yeah.
One of the big stories. And they should let him keep his stupid long hair.
They won't.
That's his thing.
That's not a Yankee thing. They all should have pilot haircuts. You know, that right up the back.
They all should have the Roger Maris.
That's right. Something that looks like you were in the Marines.
Instead of running around like a bunch of fags.
Right.
You know he's going to look completely silly with short hair and no beard.
Yeah.
That's why he's got the long hair and the beard.
Dude, I hope he bats 180.
He's hiding something, man, that's going to come out.
He's 180.
Half a Hulk center fielder.
Yeah. He's probably got a big tumor on the side of his head that he's been covering up with that long hair. There's going to be a world of hurt under that hair.
Now, we were talking during break about do you think he's going to be well received when they play a game in Fenway? And I tend to think he's not. Ben is like, nah, dude, you know, they really love him in Boston. I think the more you love a player, the worse it is when they come back to that city in a hated uniform.
Absolutely.
When Clemens came back in a Yankee uniform, and Clemens was adored in Boston, he was booed. Now it's a different story because he's, whored himself out to a few different teams.
But they did turn around when Clemens went back to pitch for the last time in Boston. I remember he had a great reaction.
Yeah, but I think the first time Johnny Damon is introduced as a New York Yankee, you're just going to hear boos
in Boston.
From Fenway. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, baseball talk is alive and well on XM 175. Home plate is discussing Johnny Damon right now, I think.
Yeah, we shouldn't hone in on their turf.
Jimmy, what's wrong?
Could it be something in the sporting section, or I can't really see what he's looking at? Is that the entertainment entertainment section?
Wait,
perhaps.
I want to share.
I don't know what page he's on. He's
somewhere in the New York paper.
Maybe page 6. What the have to take a look?
Where are you, Jimmy? Give us
the Daily News.
I'm reading the funny paper.
Oh, the funny papers.
The funny papers.
All right, let's get to the funny papers.
He's reading the funny papers.
Jimmy loves the funny papers. He's the last person in America that actually reads the funny papers.
They're so appropriately named.
Funny papers.
All right, where are you, Jimmy?
Marmaduke. You know,
right?
Jimmy loves Marmaduke.
Where's Marmaduke? What page are you on, Jimmy?
Even the page number is hysterically funny.
Page 62.
62.
Where are you? Oh, here we go, Marmaduke. Okay.
In this one, there's the Christmas gift shop, and there's like little trees in the window. And there's a woman standing in front of the door, apparently an employee, and she's got her arms stretched out, and she's blocking the door. And Marmaduke is pulling his owner towards the shop doors, and she's saying, never.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's
she won't
funny.
let him in the store.
Won't let him in the store. That's the joke.
He's a dog, and
he's
dogs
big,
and
he's gonna misbehave.
That's terrific.
Like a bull in a china shop.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's terrific.
So
wow,
big, you know.
All right. All right. Well, hey, what's the next big event for the Opie and Anthony show?
Next big event?
I believe it's this weekend.
Let me think.
A couple things are going to go on. Friday.
This weekend,
Friday, we're replaying the homeless shopping spree, in case you missed it. It was great. It was a great show yesterday. And then the last 2 weekends of 2005, of course, the first one starts Friday at midnight. And then the following weekend, Friday at midnight, the last 2 weekends of 2005, we're running the best bits of O&A since coming to XM satellite radio. Some of the categories being featured are best moments of Opie Anthony, best little Jimmy outburst, best show cringe moment, best Steve from Yellowstone, best Ramon promo, best Drew Boogie remix, and a lot more. And then what? We're going to count down the best bits, right? According to the listeners as well. So if you're a new fan of the Opie and Anthony show, you're just getting the O&A virus, you can play a little catch-up the next 2 weekends. I think they're 12-hour shows, right? Yeah. Wow. It's a 12-hour best-of show.
I'd call that an extravaganza.
That's a marathon.
Just the best bits we've done since coming to satellite radio. It starts Friday at midnight. It'll go Saturday and Sunday. And then we're going to do it the following weekend as well.
There's 12 hours of good bits?
12 hours of great bits. It's it's a great way for the new listeners to catch up. So spread the virus on that and let people know that we're doing this.
Very long intros in between each one.
I wonder, because I know usually when we do best ofs, things like that, me and Opie toil.
That's right.
And Jimmy toil in the studio here. Introing them.
That's right.
You remember, you might have heard something like, oh, I remember this one, don't you, Opie? Yeah, this was when blah, 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 blah. And then Jimmy pulls his pants down and farts in the mic. Everyone laughs into the bit.
That's right.
I don't remember recording any of those this time around, though.
We really didn't want to put in any extra effort, so we decided...
Good, I like that.
We decided that the guys should be introing the bits.
Who?
And by the guys...
E-Rock and Danny and Nathaniel, Travis. Did Derek do any? Fuck
Derek
no.
did nothing.
I love Derek.
Derek is going to go so far in radio, he knows how to do as little work as possible and get the most out of it.
I love all these guys because they all have their special personalities. Quirks. Derek doesn't want to be involved on air at all. He barely talks on the show.
No.
And then you got the rest of the guys that can't get enough airtime.
You got Don't Take Any Chances, Travis. Danny, who will do anything.
That's right.
Danny's like the go-to guy.
Nathaniel with his dry sarcasm.
Dry, sarcastic. I gotta be here kind of wit.
He's getting rave reviews on
I'm just here until something better comes along.
He's getting rave reviews on his homeless shopping spree report.
Oh, I thought you were going to say on his Avis commercial.
No. Man, we got to talk about that other audition you did, Nathaniel.
He did another audition, Ope?
Oh, yes, he did.
That we won't hear a word about.
I got some dirt on Nathaniel, but
really?
Supposedly we're not allowed to talk about it yet.
Of course we're not.
Can we talk about it yet?
No.
Stupid.
That is the... I guess that is the dick move that happens the most in this studio. The overzealous guy from the room comes in to grab the mic, to be on mic, and pulls the boom right out of the console.
No, it's because he's like 6'8".
I've seen Danny do it. I've seen Travis do it. Everyone does it. It's the overeager, I have to get to the mic as quickly as possible and pull it right out of the console.
Afraid of the dead air. Like if you actually lifted it in a human pace, that between when the mic got up to the lips, that dead air would lose something.
Well, you know, it is tough to get a word in edgewise sometimes. You get excited.
That is true.
All right, so what went on here?
The
intros to the bits.
Well,
for this special we're doing.
We were all four of us going to sit down and do them together. And, you know, just hopefully some funny things could happen if we were all in studio together.
Oh, when you guys are all in studio,
it's
magic just waiting to be laid down in some digital format.
Of course. Yes.
Yes.
Well, it's at least more likely than if it's just us sitting by ourselves.
True.
All right. So, because of some scheduling things, E-Rock chose to do his by himself.
Eric, why?
And by scheduling, you mean hatred of each other.
I don't know. Eric?
Thank you. No, we all had different schedules. I had to do mine at a different time than they could do it.
Do you feel isolated from the guys?
No.
Okay.
Why not?
In order to be isolated, don't you have to be part of something to be isolated from it?
Carrie was isolated. She was never a part of. She was always a part
want to go on
from.
record and say I like the E-Rock.
I love E-Rock.
He works his ass off for this show, and
He's,
these guys just beat him
I
up.
consider
Everyone
E-Rock
works
a
hard.
friend.
I know.
But what do you mean these guys? Poor Hawk. He's always twinging over there, just afraid that he's going to get an elbow.
Are you coming to our Christmas dinner?
No.
Why?
He's not invited.
Yeah, well, that one. And
No, you're cordially invited. I am extending to you an invitation.
What the hell's going on with this Christmas dinner of yours?
Turned
it
into
started out as
something
a dumb little thing.
It was going to be little fucking fathead Pat from Moonachie, and I was going to take him out for Christmas because he had such a pathetic life story and had no one to hang out with for Christmas. Now it's turning into this gigantic gala event.
Dude, please tell him to meet you somewhere and don't show up. Please do that.
Now that would be good.
What a Christmas gag.
Are you going, Jimmy?
Yes, wink.
Yes, wink.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
E-Rock, you going to go? Yeah. Oh, no, E-Rock's going to Florida, right?
Yeah, I won't be here.
He leaves tomorrow.
Oh.
All right, so let's get to the bottom of this. So what happened? So he did his intros and...
Yeah, and so we came in later and we wanted to know how his sounded to see if we, had a certain angle to take, whatever.
Now, you hadn't recorded anything yet?
No.
So you see what E-Rock does and maybe work off of that so there's kind of a common thread going through the whole thing.
Yes.
All right.
And make sure, if he's calling something, we keep, consistent. Stuff
right.
Like that. But...
Continuity.
Exactly. Yeah. But so... when we first played them, something else struck us about them.
Uh-huh.
I guess the first word is exuberance that comes to mind.
Exuberance? Well, that in itself isn't a bad thing.
No.
I think we would like exuberance here on the show. It's something you want presenting some best stuff. You want a little exuberance, people to be excited about what they're going to hear.
We're trying to break E-Rock of his old habits, because E-Rock, you have done radio. Mm-hmm. You've done your own radio show.
Yeah, let's give a little history about E-Rock before this. He had done radio. Had he done radio like the Opie and Anthony show?
No. Where you just go on the air and use your real voice? No. Not many people do this type of radio.
No.
Where you just do your real voice.
He had been involved.
What a strange concept. But most radio guys still don't understand that one.
Go to your top 40 station.
That's right, the Puker.
Listen to the jocks.
Top of the morning to you, yeah.
Listen to your morning show on your top 40 station. That's where E-Rock worked. So now... I guess this all came flooding back to you during the time that you were recording these intros and stuff for the best of?
Yeah, it did.
It did. Kind of
It did.
Come pouring back. It was like a flashback to that.
E-Rock, you might want to take the next half hour off.
E-Rock,
you might want to go take a very long coffee
Not
break.
even for yourself. We'll be uncomfortable looking at you during this.
So you were kind of goofing off doing this?
No, he didn't.
Don't try to turn it around.
No, I'm not trying to turn it around.
The one thing, I protect you, but don't even attempt to say that you were trying to, like, hack it up on purpose.
No, I wasn't trying to hack it up. I was just trying not to sound like this, very dull.
But that's another reason why it was better to do it together, because then you just sort of naturally are trying to be entertaining because you're talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
Instead of,
All right, well, we got audio of E-Rock, right?
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I'm sure it's good.
Here's the intro to the big end-of-year Opie and Anthony special that's going to start airing Friday at midnight. Does it start with this?
Yeah.
You might think he's putting on a wacky voice.
The whole 12-hour thing.
By the way, I heard that you re-recorded these. Yeah. Now I want these played during the special.
Yep.
Because now everyone's going to want to listen just to hear, you introing some of these bits.
And now I'm just seeing the extra hours logging in his eyes, having to reassemble some of these things.
If only he
why would you redo it?
I was advised that it was not...
Danny, did you hear that?
What did he say?
He goes, if only he'd gotten to work on them on time.
Well, the truth, you wouldn't be, sprinting last minute to get it done if it was done when it was supposed to be done.
Oh.
When it was a one-person job. Now that it's 4 people, it took a lot.
Who made it a one-person job?
Who made it a 4-person job because the one person couldn't get it done as a one-person job?
The playground, and E-Rock is the kid just getting fucking beat up.
Look at Ben.
Ben just opened
the door, pointed, giggled, and left.
I hope they caught that on the cam.
Please tell me you people saw that. He opened the door and walked away.
That's the executive producer of the Opie and Anthony Show.
That's what Ben does.
This is such a fucking mess, man. Oh my God.
So wait a minute now. Hawk was doing... What were you doing, Eric? That you were doing it by yourself?
Yeah, I was doing it by myself. I was waiting for all the listeners to vote, and it was a bigger job than I thought I could handle.
All right, I got the original voice tracks. I want to hear how you replace these, because I bet you they're not much different.
No, they are different.
All right, well,
we can hear the old one or the new one first.
No, this is the original one. But then all of a sudden everyone started talking, and he got wind of it, so he changed it up. But this is how it was gonna be.
Wait, do we have the new ones too?
Oh, yeah.
I think the new ones just go, fuck Danny, O&A's best bits, and that's it.
All right, without further ado, here's E-Rock's enthusiastic voice tracks for the big Opie and Anthony end-of-year special.
Now remember, we've kind of goofed on voices like this.
That's right.
This is not a goof.
Yes, it is. This is E-Rock along with Danny, Nathaniel, and Travis taking you through 12 hours of the best of Opie and Anthony since coming to XM Satellite Radio. We've got segments of Opie losing his mind, Anthony freaking out, Little Jimmy outbursts, Steve from Yellowstone calls, Ramon promos, Drew Boogie remixes, in-studio guests, O&A freaks, overall show segments, listener submissions, and a whole lot more. Let's start things off with a selection from our first category, Best Show Opener, on the best of Opie and Anthony.
Holy crap. We can't even look at him. Dude, you sound 15. What happened? I can't even look at you.
I think this place is restricted.
Hey, that is nice. Yeah, all right. I fucked up.
He stinks, and I don't like him.
Well, you're very excited.
Yeah.
He stinks, and I don't like him.
Opie and Anthony, where's stuff?
Hello, exactly!
And then these guys are such ball busters.
Yeah.
Travis decided to imitate E-Rock. Here's Travis taking a chance for once.
Hey, it's the best of Opie and Anthony. I'm E-Rock, and this is Stalker Patty Make a Deal. Now, Patty brought us in some Christmas presents last year that the boys didn't really like. So we sold them on eBay, and we promised her that we'd give her the money. But we made her do a couple wacky things before she got it. Check it out, and I'll be back with part 2 right after this.
You asshole.
I love it. Now I want the whole special to have these wacky voices.
There was also a track where Travis referenced me sounding like Opie back at BAB. He said, if you want to hear Opie at BAB, listen to Eric's next track or something.
Oh, really?
Oh, with the high voice?
Where's that?
I can burn that real quick.
All right, yeah, go get that.
Eric, were you when you were doing that? I've never done that before. What are you thinking when you're doing that? I got to get this right. Are you going this sounds like normal? I'm not even fucking with you. I'm honestly
I'm not even fucking with you. He wants to know where the wacky voice came from.
What was your motivation?
You came from a different radio school than I did, so...
Did you instantly do that, or did your first take, was it like, hey, your normal voice, and then you go, I think I need a little more?
Nah, if I try to sound excited, it comes out like that, and it sounds really dumb. So it gets all high-pitched and energy and...
acting.
Well, we got another example. Why don't we listen to this? E-Rock's voice tracks for the big Opie and Anthony end-of-year special.
It is the best of Opie and Anthony since coming to XM Satellite Radio. It's the infamous Booger Couch. To recap, Anthony had some family over, and some of that family happened to be young kids. Well, Anthony discovers that one of the young kids wipes a booger somewhere on Anthony's couch. Being the germaphobe that he is, Anthony loses his mind and must get rid of the couch completely. Here it is, Booger Couch, on the best of Opie and Anthony.
Told the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
What takes for nothing?
Well, I don't have to waste a half hour on this.
Wow.
To listen to it. Let's see what Deep Tracks is up to.
Hey, in this next movie, it's about Marlon Brando plays the Godfather, but then he's shot and Michael takes over the family. After Marlon has a heart attack, then Michael kills everyone and denies it to his wife. Enjoy the movie.
Yeah, that's kind of what's going on.
Jeez. I'm waiting for it to stop, and you say, wait till you hear what happens next.
Right. Well,
yeah, we go to commercial, probably.
Yeah. Fred in Brooklyn, what's up?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
E-Rock sounds exactly like Dickie Goodman on those tapes.
He really does, and he should end up like Dickie Goodman.
Dr. D, what's up?
Hey, that E-Rock is a complete faggot. See my ass.
Oh, my God. It's getting ugly.
Get some children.
You better strap in, E-Rock. It's just beginning. Let's go to Todd in Missouri. Todd.
Hey, just want to say top of the morning to you there, E-Rock. I think you ought to take them audio clips, put them in the toilet.
And it was going so well.
It was going so good. You were supposed to flush it down the toilet and go fuck your mother.
Go fuck your mother.
Let's go to Randy.
Yo, what's up, guys?
From a place called Staten Island that no one has ever been to. What's up?
Yo, E-Cock sounds like that micro machine guy with AIDS.
He knew it.
He also sounds like that guy from Max X or whatever it's called. What is it called? Extreme?
Yeah, Maximum Exposure.
Oh, Max X.
Max, yeah.
The Max X guy. This next video shows a cop shooting some guy 50 times. Ouch, that's gotta hurt.
All right, let's go to the next track from E-Rock.
Norton's Cleft Palate. In this segment, we get a call from a guy named Brad from Pittsburgh. He calls in, and within the first few seconds, everybody notices he has a speech impediment. And we discover he has a cleft palate, and that's all Jimmy needed to know to go off on a rant. So you enjoy this. It's the Cleft Palate segment on the best of Opie and Anthony since coming to XM Satellite Radio.
I
forgot all about that bit, by the way.
Me too.
I think too much information is being given.
Yes.
Maybe, leave a little mystery. A guy called and he had a certain affliction that Jimmy picked up on. Let's go to that clip right now.
I don't like the fact that he's saying, since coming to XM Satellite Radio.
Yeah, a little gap there.
He's pausing.
Dramatic pause for you.
Does he hum the little XM jingle at the end at any of these?
All right, so Travis, what did you just hand me?
This is just one of the actual ones that three of us did, and I think Eric wanted to smash me because I mentioned how he sounds like you in old BAB tapes, but I don't think it's really going to work.
Hawk, did you want to smash him?
Oh, you don't think it's going to work?
Well, no, I don't know why he wants to play this, but...
the blame game. Again, let me just point out, I love pointing this out, Travis saying, I don't know why he wants to play this.
Well, no, he mentioned it. He wanted me to...
Exactly. Now the blame
is squarely over
there if this tanks.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? God damn it, that was a good pickup. Travis wasn't sure if it's going to get like a good response, so he automatically lobbed it back into his atrocious court.
This happens amongst these guys all the time. It's like, where'd this clip come from? I don't know. Steve brought it in, and then no one commits to shit.
Well, they're all terrified. I don't want to say of who. Guys, you gotta think. Fucking Opie saying, I can't believe the way these guys treat E-Rock. And then fucking meanwhile, he's like, Eric, I thought something. Get it up on the screen. The thing is stuck. Hit the button.
Did we just get that clip on C-SPAN? No, we're taping 50 other channels.
Keep the Johnny Damon press conference. He hasn't yelled at... He hasn't... Oh, fuck. hasn't yelled it. I kind of said what I was doing instead of yelling.
Oh, boy. All right, now
I really fucked up. Put that in bombs and flubs.
All right, let's play this next clip here. So there's the one that...
Yeah, this is just the regular one that's going to be the intro to Opie's voice. Hi, when you think best bits of the year, this one's got to be in there. If you've heard E-Rock on all of these intros, you're in for a treat, because that's what Opie used to sound like on the old BAB tapes. And we take a look back in time to Opie's voice on the best of Opie and Anthony. No?
That almost made sense.
Yeah.
I heard where you were going with that.
All right. Hey, it's...
You know what? Maybe we'll just use the first one.
Wow, man.
That was pretty good. Hey, I was kidding. Are you really that stiff or are you joking? Please, God, tell me it was being ironic. You're not really that stiff when you talk, right?
Oh, yeah, no, we were just
trying to find some ways to make these, a little different. Or
Yeah.
All right, let's
Find
go
a groove.
Let's go to John on Long Island. John?
Cousins, more from Opie and Anthony.
His cousin Brucey.
Oh, yeah.
I think he liked E-Rock's. E-Rock's.
Let's go to Tom Likas in L.A. Tom Likas. Tom. He bailed
out.
He didn't want to commit
scared.
to that.
He got scared.
Let's go to Kevin in New Rochelle. Kevin.
Yeah, E-Rock needs to get the CBS echo behind him.
Yeah, that echo would have been good.
All right, we got another voice track from E-Rock. This is him describing Monster Rain, one of the bits that will be played on the end of the year special. What? What's wrong with this one?
Does he just blow the whole thing?
Don't even bother listening to the bit.
Let me hear it.
Oh, Christ.
Norton's Monster Rain. This is one of the most well-known segments since Opie and Anthony came to XM Satellite Radio. Now, in this bit, Norton revealed a game he used to play as a kid called Monster Rain, where him and a buddy would go hide under a porch because the monsters might get them. They'd yell Monster Rain and hide under the porch. But while under the porch, they would service each other.
What?
It's Monster Rain on the best of Opie and Anthony.
E-Rock! E-Rock! You're giving everything away! This could be the whole thing to an entertaining radio show is doing the information that you gave, exactly the information you gave, in comedic style. It like, sometimes the payoff is the fact that you're listening going, what does this Monster Rain mean? And then when Jimmy finally says it, you're like, oh my goodness, that's shocking. There's no shock to it when you...
And this special is for the people that don't know about these bits. The whole reason we're doing this huge special, the best bits since coming to XM Satellite Radio, is for all the new people that have jumped aboard in the last few months.
Well, you can't really get on his case. I mean, it's not like he's been in radio for the last 10, 12, 15 years.
Oh, Danny, man.
That was a bit sarcastic, Danny.
Wow. He is a willful young boy.
Rather naughty.
John in Pennsylvania.
Hey, a Jew walks into a bar because he owned it.
John.
Oh, these guys suck. Why don't you just go ahead and let Big A and Twitchell's record these intros?
Oh,
yeah,
we're not
a bad idea.
We should have had Big A.
Well, there's still time, isn't there, to bring that fucking big lunkhead in here?
No.
Stay tuned.
Has he cut any liners for the show? Like, this is Big A and you listen to the Opie and Anthony?
Has he? Yes. Do we play him ever? Steve is like...
Where's Steve? I was going to play them, but I had a problem with Gillette. It was recorded in mono.
You know it's bad when people are asking for Bruce Kelly's interloculars.
Let's go to Jay in Wisconsin. Jay.
Yeah, I was just wondering if way back we had a show of Opie talking about putting on brand new jeans, and right after he purchased them, and kind of a tie-in back to our homeless shopping spree that we had yesterday.
Wow, Flow Wrecker.
Oh, my God.
I crashed. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Sir.
The glass broke. Oh,
I saw that line. I'm not going to steal somebody else's line.
What?
Didn't you do that yesterday about the Miami, or was that Opie?
No, that was very funny.
That was Miami.
Oak said that, and then what he does when he says something truly barbaric is he lifts the mic and he's like ashamed of himself, as he should have been for that awful reference. There's still smoldering wreckage. Can't do a joke until the fucking body count is complete.
Here's another E-Rock voice track.
Hey, it's E-Rock, and we're up to Opie, Where's My Milk? Now, we're coming back from a break, and Opie has been losing his mind. Well, we sent an intern out to find milk, and it took this guy forever. He finally shows up with the milk right as we're going back on the air.
Where did he get the milk?
Just had an extended break. It didn't matter that the milk was here, but something about the bag that the milk showed up in that set Opie off. It's Opie's Where's My Milk on the best of Opie and Anthony.
Oh, he left a little mystery and intrigue in that one.
He sure did. If he talks like Rod Serling, he might as well leave mystery like him. It's the case of Where's My Milk.
A little mystery there.
Ordinary radio host and a bowl, an empty bowl. His cereal is in there, but he needs some milk. Where to go? Rite Aid? Oops.
CVS? Oops, what did I say? That was good. He didn't actually come out with where the milk came from.
Yeah, left that one on by mistake.
Yeah.
Instead, Jim and his friend would go onto the porch and fillet each other. Mystery solved.
All right, now we got Than doing a tribute to E-Rock here.
Yes, it's a tribute.
Than, who's very dry and monotone here.
Yeah.
Very sarcastic. Let's see how this came about.
Hey, this is T-Rock coming at you with some awesome Opie and Anthony bits. This is when Robert Kelly called in and told a story about his interaction with Jerry Seinfeld. And Seinfeld had 2 words to say to him that broke his little heart. It's hilarious. T-Rock.
You should have told the whole story.
That would have been a perfect E-Rock if you said, and this is the time when Bob Kelly ran into Seinfeld and thought Seinfeld was talking to him, and Seinfeld said, not you.
I actually wanted to use these, though, so even though they're parodies, to still use them, so I didn't want to actually blow up the bit. So.
Way to make me feel like a dick.
Sorry, Jim.
Wow.
It happens.
All right, we got another E-Rock voice track here for our end-of-year special.
Robert Kelly. Oh. He fucks a sink. I think it's pretty much self-explanatory.
Yes. As the joke would have been.
Yourself
had it not been spurled. Hawk.
It's the best part of every story.
Instead of a 12-hour special, we could have done this in 10 minutes.
Just do E-Rock.
Just have E-Rock.
You'd be a great movie critic. Instead of fucking Siskel and Ebert just turn into you, you give like their fucking Reader's Digest version.
2 seconds. And
yeah.
It turns out he's dead.
King Kong, the monkey, climbs a building, gets shot. Why go see it?
Voss takes a phone call on stage. Now, we had a listener contact us telling us that he just saw Voss performing at a benefit show, but in the middle of his act, he stopped to take a phone call from future Mrs. Voss, Bonnie McFarland. So we had Voss call in, threw in a cell phone sound effect, and hilarity ensued. It's the best of Opie and Anthony.
Hilarity ensued.
Wait, was there an edit in there too, Eric?
Yeah, there was
horrible
a couple of
dead air.
couple of real bad
There was dead air? Well, then the whole thing should have been edited. It should have went, hey. Click.
He just picked up the mic to defend himself and then just put it right back down.
Yeah, I saw that.
Let's go to Rob in Florida. Rob, what's up?
Hi, it's E-Rock auditioning for Sirius XM. E-Rock sucks a dick. Peace.
Another voice track from E-Rock.
This is the best of Opie and Anthony since coming to XM Satellite Radio, and we are in the category of Best O&A Freak, Big A. And in this segment here, Big A's in the studio, and he enlightens us with a little bit of karaoke. Here it is on the best of Opie and Anthony.
Eric!
Oh, wow.
Karaoke.
Eric, where is that voice coming from?
Yeah.
Where is that voice? I've never heard you talk like that in
Florida
in your life.
Yeah, you've been with us well over a year now.
I've never heard that. Enlightens us with a little karaoke.
Can we please, is there any way to isolate the word? I want to hear the word the way he said karaoke again. Can we fast forward into that, Ope? Is that possible?
I want to hear karaoke.
Karaoke. Because there's like a little half-second pause. Karaoke. Wow.
Best O&A Freak, Big A. And in this segment here, Big A's in the studio, and he enlightens us with a little bit of karaoke. Here it is on the best of Opie and Anthony.
Karaoke. Loving.
Karaoke.
Wow. Let's say hi to Peter on Long Island. Peter, what's going on this afternoon or this morning?
Dedication with a long-distance dedication for Anthony. Want to hear the Dr. Smith, Dyson, Ronald Reagan bits, which made him famous because he's the best. Where are those voices? I don't hear them again. And good sailing to you folks, and thanks from Casey Kasem.
Wow.
Wow.
Matt in Massachusetts.
Petered out.
Oof, petered out. He fucking started fucking fluttering. Matt. He could have only petered up.
Don't you guys find it disturbing that your own staff doesn't get the show?
You're so right.
You guys should have chest pains.
Yeah, it's all about just turning these mics on and being real, not real.
Hey, this is a funny bit about when Opie was in college. He put marshmallows in his ass.
All right.
They guys tease him a little bit, but it all works out in the end.
Let's go to Justin in Boston. Justin.
No.
Hey.
They're chickening out.
You know, I think I figured out who E-Rock sounds like on these voice tracks. He sounds like the Suck My Fucking Cock jingle guy.
Suck my fucking cock. Opie.
Hold on.
I haven't heard that in a while.
That's
Yeah,
a good one.
That is. I think you're right.
On the Greg and Tony show?
I love that. We don't play that enough.
That's a good one.
That really is a good one. Let's go to James in Florida. James.
Ramon, bring Eric a jar of Miracle Whip and some Altoids. Ramon, singing this faggot's ass with Mickey Mouse's glove.
Let's go, Jerry in Jersey.
The Ramon call.
Jerry. Hey.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Good. I'd love to hear Eric intro the bed breath intervention that I guess happened 6-8 months ago. To see what kind of enthusiasm is in that one.
Yeah, there wouldn't be.
You're saying that it wouldn't be an enthusiastic delivery?
That would be great to force him to do the intro to that bit.
You just got to make sure he didn't delete the bit again.
Yeah, he keeps deleting the bit for some reason.
No, he's not.
You can't delete bits, Eric, ever. Huh?
Did you really delete the bit?
You can't delete bits.
Oh, why? What happened?
We all look stupid on the show at times.
Eric, why did you delete it? What happened?
You can't delete bits ever.
Eric, sweetie.
Let's do another E-Rock voice track.
One of the best guests we've had in studio since Opie and Anthony came to XM Satellite Radio has been Howie Mandel. Now, Howie Mandel is a massive germaphobe and suffers from OCD. Now, in this segment here, he has he explains about a potty training incident that's gone awfully wrong. So you can imagine how freaked out he was. It's Howie Mandel on the best of Opie and Anthony.
You wanted to say awry, didn't you?
Did he almost say awry?
No, I couldn't get past the snot sucking. That went. It sounded like you sucked in a snot bubble.
Jesus, this really is a professional radio show when it comes down to it.
I'm going to talk,
Listen
but
to the snot bubble.
I sound like Norton gargling buttermilk.
Listen, there's
some mayonnaise coming back up.
One of the best guests we've had in studio since Opie and Anthony came to XM Satellite Radio has been Howie Mandel. Now, Howie Mandel is a massive germaphobe and suffers from OCD. Now, in this segment here, he has a...
God damn! That was wow, that is some mucus.
That was a mayo bubble.
That was a fucking snot. That was a snot that bubbled out and got sucked. That was a moist back through the sinuses snot.
I gotta hear it again.
All right.
I've gotta hear it again.
I want that sound.
It's gonna get louder every time.
One of the best guests we've had in studio since Opie and Anthony came to XM Satellite Radio has been Howie Mandel. Now, Howie Mandel is a massive germaphobe and suffers from OCD. Now, in this segment here, he has he explains about a potty training incident that's gone awfully wrong. So you can imagine how freaked out he was. It's Howie Mandel on the best of Opie and Anthony.
You thought that was a good take with the snorts?
I missed that one. I forgot.
You missed the snot bubble?
Yeah.
Bill?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Bill, yes.
Actually, originally I did that one, and he said I sounded too fake with my voice.
No, you weren't saying
Are
anything.
you shitting me?
No.
Do you have a cut of that with a copy, Bill?
I don't know, it was,
probably not, right?
Know.
Did you save that down somewhere?
It should have been there.
God, why would everything should be saved?
Yeah, of course.
Where's Bill's cut?
Let's go to Matt in Sarasota, Florida. Matt.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, I just wanted to do a bit.
Yeah.
It's, shit, fuck it, never mind.
I noticed something, by the way.
Yeah.
See, the two guys that do a great job screening the phones are in studio right now.
Yep.
You notice that the phones have been a little lackluster?
Yeah, who's screening?
Sam.
What does Sam know?
Sam, what are you calling for? All right, I'll just... We'll put you right through. Hold on.
Sam is too busy remembering the time he walked off the spaceship and saw Richard Dreyfuss standing there.
See, Sam...
Thin-armed douche.
Wow. Sam, it's okay to say no to these people. They get pissed off, but it's for the good of the show that we screen these people and say, look, sorry, it's not going to work. Let's go to Pat in Boston. Pat, what's up?
Hi, Sam. Hi, I'm taking your call. We'll put you right through.
We really should shave his head and make him walk around naked with his arms sprayed out, slowly moving.
Pat in Boston.
Hi, E-Rock Bet. Yeah, what we got here is the wiffle ball bat challenge. And what happens is a girl will take a wiffle ball bat, she'll put a condom on it, she'll insert it into her vagina, then we'll measure how far it goes. This girl took it 7 inches, but take a listen.
The butt, take a listen, and snot pulled that one out.
That's right. Grease Man. Hey, Grease, how you doing?
E-Rock sucks caca.
The Grease Man. Texas Belt Buckle.
Hey, this is E-Rock auditioning for the Sirius Satellite Network. For the Little Doggy Network, I'm going to tell a story about me sucking giant cock. Ramon, get my telephone!
Evil Trucker.
Hey, boys, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey, E-Rock sucks at the voice track.
All right.
Shame.
We have another voice track from E-Rock.
It's the best of Opie and Anthony since coming to XM Satellite Radio. I am E-Rock, and we are in the category of Best Overall Show Segment. Coming in at number is cigarette ads. What happened here is we found some old cigarette ads showing cigarette companies sponsoring television shows and cartoon shows like the Flintstones. You can't do that anymore. But going through these ads, the boys had a field day when they discovered maybe some of these ads were slanted towards a certain stereotype. And, of course, Anthony took it from there. It's the best of Opie and Anthony.
The best
of Opie and Anthony.
The
best.
The best.
The best of Opie and
This
Anthony.
next one, wow.
Yeah, and Danny's tribute to E-Rock is perhaps the most brutal and not subtle of all, as you might imagine.
Of course.
Well, let's play it right now.
Wait, I think Derek's got it.
Oh, I don't have it right here?
No.
Okay. Hit it, Derek.
Hey, this is E-Rock Radio coming at you. Coming up, one of my favorite bits of all time, sexual harassment audio. And I'll tell you, it's my favorite because it involves two of my favorite things, cocks and oil. Listen up, it's the best of Opie and Anthony.
Oh, my God. You guys are brutal to this kid.
You're so mean.
Oh, my God. Kevin in Atlanta has a great idea. Kevin, what's up?
Hey, is it too late to make this part of the best of and have a E-Rock do an intro for it?
Hey, that's a great idea. Very good. All right, bro. Let's say hi to Bill in Baton Rouge. Bill.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. And I'd like to send a warm birthday club greeting out to little Jimmy. Hey, was Eric's voicemails from the Rolling Stone concert kind of like, hey, guys, I'm waiting for you. I'll just be sitting here in the parking lot.
So let me ask you, out of curiosity, at what point during this call did you realize that you were bombing horribly?
First part.
Bill, you're all right, man.
The first part.
Sonny in Boston. Sonny Forelli, I believe. What's up, Sonny?
Hey, what's happening? With all these wonderful intros from E-Rock, I'm having second thoughts about him taking me to dinner at Paisano.
That could be a long night.
Yeah, I'd like a bottle of wine and a little extra cheese, please.
Hey, punching up.
I think it's going to be an appetizer, then we're going to have some dinner, dessert, maybe some coffee, and then we're going to leave. Check it out. Dinner with me.
We're going to talk for a little while. I'm going to tell you a story about the time I fell down the stairs, and then I ran out of steam.
Yeah. All right, Matt in Philly.
Hey, morning, boys.
Morning.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thanks a lot. I feel that's been overshadowed today.
That's okay. Hey, I got E-Rock for you. Hey, it's E-Rock. I'm lousy at doing radio, but I sure am good at catching a fast-moving bus.
Oh, yeah, he got on that bus just in time. And Ben was obsessed about it this morning. He was so bummed that E-Rock got back on that bus.
Hot off the wire.
It was just funny when Ben said that.
Hot off the AP.
Yeah.
E-Rock just signed $50 million deal with Sirius Satellite. Unbelievable. They pick up all the talent over there. Pay them tons of money.
All right.
Just throw it at him.
I want to, but no.
No, he's only slept an hour. He slept on a couch.
Did it go in?
Yes. My question is, we see you guys being brutal to Eric here, but we don't see Eric being brutal back. Is Eric brutal back or no?
No, he's a big pussy.
One day it's going to be everyone pays, like Columbine style.
Yeah, he really is a Kipling Kinkle. I'm just going to murder all of you. I'm not going to spare one life. But he took the heat on the balls more than the guys thought he could.
You don't look so bad.
Hawk, what is it? What is the tension with you and the guys? I like you. We all like you.
Yeah. They like fucking with me, but I don't do that back to them.
Why?
No.
Why?
I just don't.
Why do they fuck with you? You're a good guy.
Because they can.
Do we have another show we could do?
I mean, what's there's nothing wrong with you at all.
Danny, put that away.
What is that?
What is that, Danny?
Huh?
You brought it out. Now it's out.
Wait, what do you got in your pocket?
Yes, and he said put it away.
And
yeah,
Stan said put it away.
What do you got? What do you got keeping track of?
Iraq, let me give you a little lesson here. You should now jump on the pile. Because apparently, to me, it looked like you pulled something out. Was that against Iraq or Nathaniel?
Well, I had a feeling that the question was going to come up, like, why do we smash Iraq all the time? So I just compiled some specifics.
So Danny opened a Microsoft Word document.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
Let me see that.
See, this is what they do. They obsess with photos of me or everything that I do, but I don't pay attention to what they do.
Or you could call it show prep, because we knew we were going to slam you today.
Wow. This is the title alone.
Is this real?
It's an homage to...
It's 1,000 Reasons to Hate Iraq.
They have begun.
That's an homage to the Ron and Fez bit.
Right. All worst of duties?
Yeah, it was just really, thought starters.
Yeah.
Just so, when you guys said, well, why is this, this animosity towards Iraq, you could just look at it and say, yes, now I'm not flustered, and just run with it, so.
Time management, best bits, last vacation, post-show stuff. Nothing would get finished if we didn't take it out of his hands. What happened to what did I learn for the year? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Constant lies. Deleting bits. Scratch and match.
Oh, fuck you. That was not
up, Eric.
Wait, let him...
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. That one got to Eric.
All right.
Yeah.
I have figured this whole thing out. These guys are still convinced that Iraq...
It was a
fucked
show
everyone over.
No, it wasn't, you dumb shit.
All right.
When have you ever brought a paper in from
Here's
home?
where the hatred comes
Bring the
from.
paper in from home. I had it in my bed.
Here's where the hatred
I got
comes
it.
from.
Because I knew that, Iraq
Had to be something behind
I knew
it.
Iraq wasn't their favorites, but they're so obsessed. I'm like, there had to be something that got this going. Because all this other stuff you mentioned is like, whatever. What other stuff is on the list?
Last one into work consistently. Credit whoring. We, after everything I did. I did everything.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry. Credit whoring. We, after I did everything. Distracting the flow.
Yeah, like, by having just things that he probably shouldn't have up in the first place. Just,
Okay.
AIM/live reads.
Yeah, Eric, I guess he kind of forgets that we do a show every day, and you kind of have to remind him to put his instant messenger on consistently.
At 7:02. Hey, your instant messenger's not on.
I mean, I think you're a little dyslexic. It's more like 7:20 is when you finally sign on.
Looking at wrestling websites during the show.
When have I done that?
This is brutal.
But wait, Eric, I gotta go with the scratching.
Yeah, we're gonna move backwards.
Okay.
I just want to see what else was on that list.
Bad breath.
That was one of Ben's.
Ben put that on.
By the way,
and then after all this, and this isn't even the last one, inability to take a joke.
Well,
after just a slamming. That's like someone being in a Vietnamese concentration camp, a POW camp, and after a beatings for years going, you cannot take a joke.
Yeah, they drop ice water on your forehead for like 6 straight months, and then go, look, he can't take the water dropping on his forehead.
Another inability.
After you rape a chick, inability to show intimacy.
Inability to take responsibility. Name dropping on telephone for no reason.
That was my favorite.
It's
What? What's
Opie
this?
/ Don.
Yeah, this is my favorite thing that Eric likes to do.
All right.
Like, if he called, like, let's say his roommate called him on his cell phone,
Yeah.
he wouldn't stop to tell you that his roommate just called. But if it's Don or Opie, he has to tell you. He'll pick up the phone, and I'll go, hello? And I'll go, it's Opie. You know, because he has to let you know. He has to let you know. He'll just turn, it's Don.
You're really bummed.
Wow.
I was waiting for some big name. Opie and Don are not really
Opie
name
and
drops.
Don.
Do you consider Don Wicklund like a celebrity call?
No, that's not where I'm trying to go with this. It's just that he has to let you know. He
Keep me out of that category,
That a
please.
boss has
He
called.
has to let you know.
And last but not least on this list here, tries to be Superman, fails miserably.
What does that mean?
Just as, you know, I want to take the helm, and I want to get everything done by myself so everybody can see what a big boy I am, and then it just never happens.
I am stunned over here. But now let's go back to constant lies, deleting bits, and then the biggie, scratch and match.
And that's where this all began.
Is that bit,
This thing was bubbling under the surface,
Yeah.
you know, without a doubt. But then it was the scratch and match that put this over the top.
Here's what happened quickly. New York City paper, I believe with Daily News?
Yeah.
Yeah, Daily News was doing something called scratch and match. You'd open up the paper and this game card would fall out every fucking day. You'd scratch it, and if you matched a few numbers, you were a winner. You could win a cash prize of different amounts. One day, they had a misprint on their scratch and match tickets where a shitload of people won $100,000, $50,000, and Daily News came out and said, look, it's a misprint. No one wins this. Go fuck yourself, pretty much. They got so much pressure from people going, look, I scratched it, it matched, I want my money. They said, all right, everyone that had a winning ticket that day, send it in to us. We'll pick like 5, was it? 5 winners?
Yeah.
We'll pick 5 winners. They will each win $100,000. That's how we're going to settle this whole thing. So, E-Rock was one of the people that scratched off as a $100,000 winner. So he sent in that ticket. Lo and behold, months later, he gets notified by the Daily News, you are one of the 5 winners of $100,000.
Which is just amazing if you think about it.
Amazing. We were joking
What are
about
the
it
odds?
that day. What are the odds? So he won $100,000. Well, these guys jump on him in a second saying that he got his scratch and match card out of the various papers we get here on a daily basis. Now, if you look all over the studio here, if you're on camera, if you're watching the camera, you can see there's tons of papers. The staff insists that's where he got the scratch and match card, and since that's where he got it, it wasn't his scratch and match card. It was the studio's all involved, and that he should have shared in some of the riches.
It's not even so much. It's not that at all. As a matter of fact.
Yeah.
It's just.
I'm completely fucking wrong on this, Dan?
No, not completely wrong. I'm just saying. It's not that.
Ixnay on the phrasing of that A.
It's not that you know.
I hey amke atne if a akre.
That's right.
I hey ilwe irfe or ye aske.
What the fuck did you just say? How do you speak Pig Latin?
I learned it when I was a kid.
Is there a way to learn it?
Groucho taught me.
Oh.
I think Danny's job's in jeopardy.
It's ye ahe upid stay awe ute ase itche.
Upid stay?
Ikle imi j is ye igbe agate fe.
I didn't care for that. I stood under that A, and I don't suck A.
Just the A at the end of everything.
You sound Pig Latin, I sound Canadian.
All right, Danny, what was it actually?
Go ahead, sweetie. Don't be shy.
All right. It was just more of the fact that he just wouldn't admit that it was a show paper. Like, we all know it's a show paper. Just no one cares. Just say, yeah, it's a show paper. That's it.
He can't, though. At this point, he can't. Even if it is or isn't true, there's no way he could say it's a show paper.
So you bought that paper at home?
There have been lawsuits.
Oh, yeah.
About stuff like this.
You bought it from home.
Yeah.
It was your
I didn't
paper.
even have my paper here. And you, of all people, I asked you for weeks, hey, what are those numbers? You showed me that stupid site where you could scratch the fucking numbers. I had that thing in my bag. I came in that morning, and you were talking about it, looking through the paper.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I said, oh, let me go see if I have it. I went and scratched it, and I came back and showed it to you, and I said, hey, look, I won $100,000 too.
I don't know. I didn't see. But can you show me the paper that you brought in from home today?
I've never brought a paper in.
Exactly.
All right. How about yesterday?
No, I've never.
Not even that day?
So the
No,
one day?
I had the scratch thing in my bag for a few weeks
From
when I was
home?
doing that. Yeah, from the Sunday paper.
Why would you? Oh, because you won.
Yeah, and you got to check it off every day. You have the papers here, so when the Daily News came in, I'd scratch the numbers. If I missed it, I asked Travis, what's that website that has the numbers? And he would get it for me, and I'd re-scratch everything.
I'm going to have to maybe go with E-Rock on
Yeah.
this one.
You'd scratch it off something from a Sunday paper.
It comes in the Sunday paper, but you got to go daily on it to see
But I mean,
if you win.
when you go daily, every newspaper has the same number. Meaning, like, the unique number, it comes in the thing you got for the Sunday paper,
Right,
not
he's
the daily
just
paper.
using every daily paper, even if it was show papers, he was just using that to reference his numbers.
Okay, so how could it be a show paper, I'm asking the guys,
Sunday.
if it's from a Sunday paper?
Because we get the Sunday papers here.
Okay.
And so, do you have this week's scratch and match in your book bag?
No, I stopped that.
Oh,
I can't.
That was the only week
Even if I
you did?
won it, I can't claim it.
Even if he did take it from the Sunday paper from here, which maybe he did, and I wouldn't doubt that, or I wouldn't care either way, simply because no one else would have thought to do that, so I wouldn't fault him.
How many winning $100,000 misprints were in this studio?
I don't know. I was the only one who was vocal about having it.
Right, and I believe there were other ones. Why weren't those sent in by the staff to be chosen out of a hat? I think because E-Rock took the initiative to actually send it in and had some luck and won.
And mine was from my paper. If they didn't look in the office papers, that's their problem.
That I'm still a little iffy on.
But I wouldn't carry the way because it's from a Sunday paper, which we don't use anyway. So if they delivered here and you took that thing out, and it wasn't like you had an arrangement with the guys.
Yes, Danny?
What's up, Dan?
I thought he was just going to get on mic and say,
I wasn't
he's a fucking dick anyway.
I wasn't motioning for the mic.
Yeah, this is actually the least of my problems.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But how come you don't get mad at these guys? Like, I don't see you, like, ever yelling at these guys.
I don't know. Maybe because I'm an idiot, and I actually try and do some nice stuff for these guys.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, because I forgot we work in a nursing home. Are you kidding? When's the last time we just, like, cheered each other up for no reason?
No, not like shit like that.
Hey, Travis, did you like those flowers I brought in this morning?
Yeah, did you like the chocolates?
Oh, I was touched.
All right, next time you need people to show up at a comedy show of yours because you can't go on stage unless you have
I had 5.
Oh, hey! Danny, you're going to take that?
I needed 5. I had 7. You were 6 and 7. You left halfway through the show.
I left
Thank
after
you.
your performance.
I didn't need you. How does that sound?
But wait, Hawk.
But you kept asking me. You kept saying, "You're coming tonight. You're bringing somebody."
Because
right?
you
You're
said
coming
you
tonight,
would.
right?
I
And
obviously have to
showed
make
up.
sure you do.
I paid the fucking money so you could go on stage to watch your performance. Oh, big deal.
It was $5?
It was supposed to be 10, but it was 5 because not enough people showed up.
What nice things are you trying to do for these guys besides that?
Every now and then, I've taken them out to lunch, which they're going to go, oh, yeah, oh, rock and roll deli or something. Nobody else was taking you to lunch or doing anything, so I was doing it every now and then, especially when you were interns and weren't getting paid. I took you out.
That's true.
Aw.
But he expensed it, so it doesn't really count.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter if he expenses it.
He's trying to... yeah, you're right.
Danny's just looking to find something else to blast me on. He's sitting there with his head shaking.
Now, is that accurate that he took you guys out to lunch and he did support Than's comedy?
And you did give your PSP to Danny, right?
Yeah.
That you won. Fair and square.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, the guy's got $100,000 he stole from the guys. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Well, so it sounds like Eric does some nice stuff for you guys. He gave you the PSP. He competed. He won fair and square.
Apparently he's also keeping a list of these things so he can throw it in our face at a moment's notice.
Oh, yeah, like you're not doing it to me with this shit.
Yeah, we just read a list of things. You guys are keeping track pretty good.
Well, because it's in the spirit of the show to mash other people.
I think Eric has made a few valid points here. I would
like
to
the
hear a
excitement
response.
that fan showed.
Maury keeps coming in and asking Eric for his cut.
Well, I mean...
Come on, that was funny.
I don't get it.
Maury, I want my money. I want my money. I want my money.
Fuck him, that mayonnaise-eating Mick. So I think Eric's made a few very valid points. The guys seem to be a bit speechless on that one.
I know. I think he wins the scratch and match thing. We're going to have to...
cross that off the list?
Yeah. You got your cross off everything?
Yes, I do.
Pen?
I got one out.
But I mean, even as
I am crossing off scratch and match.
Even as a whole, though, I'm saying with them giving him a trashing, maybe what sometimes deserves it, but it seems like he had some very valid responses. He's done some nice stuff with the guys.
Why?
All right, but the rest of the guys are regrouping right now.
I know they are.
I see them regrouping in the corner.
I
like
saw them
hyena.
whisper, and Fan went, why?
Yeah. This is... Why did you only get 1 hour of sleep last night?
Oh, yeah. Good.
Uh-oh.
I was eating, was watching a movie, doing some work, and then went to bed.
For an hour? Wait, what time did the movie end?
I don't remember. I guess like 2.
Why would you watch a movie at midnight when you have to be up at work at 4:30?
Because I was here. I knew I wasn't going to be late. Or
You slept here?
Yeah.
Can I have that highlighter? I just need to highlight something. On the
he's got to highlight something. Give the man a highlighter.
What does it matter that I slept an hour?
Because it's the time management issue that we have brought up that is one of the major concerns.
You're not good at managing time?
Guess not, according to their standards, no.
But then when we have to also work more, to make up for that, that's when it starts
you're
to
saying
affect us.
like if somebody just sleeps an hour, that someone's going to have to pick up that slack because you can't possibly do the job you're supposed to do on an hour's sleep.
No, I'm saying like...
I'm wrong again. Jesus, fuck.
Well,
I just can't get
Anthony,
right. I try to explain something for the listeners, and from Danny and Dan now I get, no, it's nothing like that.
It was my fault.
Is...
No, that was my fault, Anthony.
It's actually not even like you're a little wrong. It's like you'll explain something, they'll go, it's funny, the complete opposite of what you just said.
Just take what Anthony said and play it backwards because that's completely wrong.
I'm not saying I don't appreciate the effort, Anthony, if you try to help.
I only had an hour's sleep last night. Perhaps you can pick up my slack.
That's a complaint I had about your time management.
Where's Ben in all this, and where's Steve in all this?
Ben's probably just cackling, jerking off at this.
Somewhere, talking to someone in Boston who has no idea who these guys are, and he's still filling them in.
I'm a dirty Rocket fan. It's our guy.
Ben fills you in on gossip that you're not there for the beginning of. That's the beauty of Ben. He'll come over and go, yeah, Tim one time told Frank he wasn't going to come down, but he came anyway. Who's Tim? Who's Frank? Who cares?
Here comes Steve.
Real fast, Rob on Long Island. Rob?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
How you doing, sweet buns? Yeah, I wish I was home this morning just so I could watch all this on Pal Talk. I'm freaking working. I would just love to see all the commotion in the studio.
Yeah, it really is funny because it's just people leaving the studio, coming in, bitching, leaving, coming back in. A lot of action.
Chris in Jersey before we get to Steve. Chris?
Hey, Steve. Sorry. Just tell him, Eric,
Oh, boy, you are nervous. Dude, take a breath. Just take one. Deep. Go ahead.
He punched out like a champ.
He left, right?
Yeah.
That plane was in flames.
All right, Steve, where are you in all this?
I've noticed the tension between these guys in Iraq for a while. I think the scratch and match thing is such a minute, symptomatic issue here. Guy's a ton silent.
I heard a buzz.
I know.
They call Steve every time he walks in here.
The funny part is, I saw Travis do the call him, and I see Derek. I'm looking. I'm like, did Derek not see that? Because it would be great. And then Derek whispers to me, wait till he starts talking.
And then we just heard.
Holy shit. I thought it was
Big
bees.
Bear. Yeah, he thought it was an itch, and his big claw came up and scratched it.
I thought it was bees trying to get at his honey.
They sting the little soft nose.
Yeah, they do.
All right, Steve, what do you have on this?
And it's been brewing for a while. I think the scratch and match thing is just one little piece of it. I think the time management thing is valid. We've all noticed that. I mean, Eric works hard. I think he just doesn't know how to focus it at all. He doesn't know, how to allocate his energy.
Bundle of energy, but it's just going off into outer space. Is that what you're saying, or am I fucking wrong, Steve?
You're close.
You're close. You're close. I think.
Jesus Christ.
He takes
Picky Pete's.
No, he's enthusiastic. I think he tries to take on way too many activities at once, way too many of these tasks at once.
Let me ask you, seriously, chemotherapy arms, do you think that the guys are a little
They're
bit...
just shaved. They're not sick.
They are smooth
really
as
are.
silk.
Yeah. Julia Roberts would love these arms and dying young. Do you think the guys are a little too hard on Eric? Because he's very good at
I think
a lot of things.
I think if this had come out gradually, it wouldn't be so venomous. I think it's all coming out at once. I think a year and change worth of criticism is now coming all out at once, and that's why it's so venomous.
But didn't he take them out to lunch a lot and do
that's
nice
nice, and I've done some nice things in my life, but it doesn't, it doesn't make up for all the shitful things I've ever done.
Where's Ben? I want to get Ben's take.
Where is Ben?
Because these guys are under
Where
Eric.
is
Technically,
Ben?
Eric is a little higher up than...
By some cruel twist of fate.
Oh, yeah, but he's been in the game a long time.
But Ben...
Well, Steve is, I guess, higher up, right? I don't know the hierarchy, but Steve is.
I would think Steve is at some level, sure.
All right, here comes Ben.
Ben, have you been listening to this?
Ben's pretty much in charge of all these guys.
Great.
Ben,
all right, shit. Speaking of take to lunch, I do that all the time, too. So.
Oh.
Not that the two bosses would ever take it away. Wow. 2 Christmases in a year.
What, take to lunch or anything?
Yeah, remember we talked about this 2 years in a row?
If I stayed in town, I would take everybody out to lunch. I've been known to spring for dinner or two.
Yeah, as a matter of fact,
that's very true.
We went out to dinner in D.C.
That is true.
And we saw Aunt and his girl, and we chatted for a while, and we ordered dinner. And they said it's been paid for. We all of a sudden, Anthony had left his credit card.
Oh, I would do that because, you guys work very hard. But, no, I usually foot the bill if we're doing anything, but you won't catch me for fucking lunch because I'm on the expressway.
So the answer is slash Ant's tires.
Sit around
and get a lunch.
You slash my tires. You're eating good.
All right, so what's up with the E-Rock band?
Well, I think what Steve said, a lot of it's valid, and it's been building up. I mean, the biggest thing around here that goes on is the taking credit when stuff's not. I think that pisses a lot of people off.
I feel bad for. Look, he's just sitting there now with the mic against his face.
It seems like that is a big thing with these guys. Somebody will do something, and then Eric will say that he did it. Like, that's been brought up a million times.
Can we get one example of that? Just any example of...
Danny will slam him in
something where one of you guys has done something, and he's taken some type of...
But Danny got his PSP.
I thought that helped things. Yeah, that was actually really nice of Eric.
And
to
it
do,
was.
Which I told Eric
and
that was
I
nice
thank
thing.
you.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
But this didn't start off with, what has E-Rock done for you lately?
But what has he done?
Isn't that a Paula Abdul song, by the way?
Of course, right. No, is it?
What have you done for me lately?
Janet Jackson. Oh, Janet Jackson, okay.
Who would know anyway?
But I like you more for not knowing that.
Thank you.
Good for you. You shouldn't have known that. Good boy.
You know what? Some of this stuff might have been earlier, and I have gotten a lot better with this and giving you guys credit. They'd run in with a note or something, and I'd give it to him. And he would say, oh, Eric found this, or they sent me a link, oh, Eric found that. I'm not going to correct him on the air right now and say, oh, no, it was Danny. But every time now that they give something, I wrote down, this is from Ben, this is from Danny, this is from Ben.
I got you. If he hands you the note...
Yeah,
you just say,
I know that was a problem.
Eric just handed me
I'm
this.
just assuming that E-Rock came up with whatever I was
And I know, and they had said that to me. I said, you know what, you're right, but I wasn't going to stop you guys in the middle of saying something. So every time now I point out, Than said this, Derek said this, Danny brought this in.
Mm-hmm.
I never say, this is what I found.
That's kind of an iffy situation, because sometimes you definitely... I mean, it's easier for me to say, can I get credit, because I talk so people hear it. And it's like if you have something that you send and you want credit for it, but sometimes you can't stop the flow if you give something
right.
So you're not always obligated to... I mean, it's kind of hard to...
Well, Patrick in Jersey has his take on this. Patrick?
Talking.
Yeah, all these guys are just fucking jealous. They're all pissed off. They were all interns, and they're ripping on him because he was the guy you hired, and he is a little bit above them, and that's what they know. And then $100,000 on top of that. Ever since then, you guys have all treated him like garbage. They all changed around.
You might have a point there. You guys were all lowly interns
that we decided to hire
on the way in and out the fucking door in a matter of a month or two. And through some cruel twist of fate,
don't use my line against me.
you have jobs here. E-Rock was there right from the start.
He was
hired on his merits,
hired from day one.
And maybe there's a little jealousy
there.
What
is this E-Rock thing you guys just handed me?
Somebody.
And who wants to take credit for this? Jesus, now we got to make sure everyone gets the proper credit.
It's not even like that. It's
you're wrong, Opie. Opie, you're fucking wrong too.
No, you're not wrong.
Just two blithering idiots at the mic, just getting everything wrong. But Danny knows it all.
We'll guide you.
Please. Obviously, we need it.
That was Stan who said that.
Not a correct word has come out of my mouth all day.
That was Anthony.
What's this thing you found?
Hope.
This is a little bit that we found on E-Rock's website.
Uh-oh.
And it's quite enjoyable.
He has a website? I didn't know that. I'll link it to my wife's page. What's your website?
The old one was pseudoradio.net.
He says the old one.
Well, I haven't touched
which means there's stuff on there he's embarrassed about, but he has prefaced it by saying
it's old.
It's old, so that protects him.
That's
right?
what I say when I play the audio from the BAB days. That's old audio.
Right. That's what you do. Go, oh, God, that was a long time ago.
Preface it by saying that.
What'd you find, Danny, on his old
What is it?
It's just a nice, embarrassing little piece of production.
Oh, God, here it is.
Uh-oh.
We're going to have a problem here.
Guess who's back? Back again. Grease Pat's back. Tell a friend. Grease Pat's back. Grease Pat's back. Grease Pat's
like it already.
Respect back. Respect back. Respect back. Respect back.
Yeah, believe your ears. It's me, the Grease, the 99.7 GNX, and man, I am psyched.
Yeah, can this possibly be so real? It's the doodad daddy who makes you squeal. Doing lawman south of the border and keeping all of them maggots in order. Big me for sounding a wee bit crass, but the Grease fan's about to kick some morning show ass. The 99.7 is where he'll roam, with GNX being his new home.
Now this looks like a job for me.
Other morning shows close as far as those go, see.
There's fear of these little controversies, because Florida's empty without me.
Yes, I did that. I was also paid a lot of money to do that.
How much you make off that?
He paid me, I think, $700-800.
Prostitutes make a lot taking cocks in their ass, too.
That sounds very familiar,
It does sound very familiar, Derek. Do we have something that sounds kind of like that?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, production's never been revamped before, ever.
No. Did you rip someone off? Who?
No, yeah, myself.
See, the funny thing about that is there's a guy rapping that actually sounds like you, and that's the ironic part. It couldn't be, because I would never look at it.
No, it could never have been Eric.
Rapping.
I'm
sorry.
Rapping Eric, that wouldn't have happened. What you heard was somebody that sounded a lot like Eric rapping, because you never would have rapped, right?
Please, you wouldn't have rapped. Like, if I was going to write a rap about you, I'd say, look, I don't mean to rag it, but if that was really you, you're a fucking faggot.
He has a little hip-hop in him.
Hip-hop.
Oh, you guys are killing him.
If hip-hop is a brand of mayo.
Derek, you got that?
What kind of a show are you guys putting on here today?
Welcome to Radio Free America. America's ready. I'm ready. I mean, I want a million voices crying out in the wilderness. Jesus, let's get serious.
Now, take a deep cleansing breath. And begin.
Fix it.
Guess who's back?
I'm over here now.
Back again.
Bag it.
Guess who's back? Oh, man. Back again. I don't believe it. Stupid. You're so stupid. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Tell my friend. Turn it off. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Turn it off.
Oh, man, if I was older, I would totally start jacking off right now. What's all doing? We're gonna have a problem here.
So everybody, just follow me, 'cause we need a little hand. 'Cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me. So everybody, just follow me, 'cause we need a little hand. 'Cause it feels so empty without me. Okay, cut.
All right, here we go. Hold your ears, folks.
It's showtime.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
I would have liked if you rapped a little about us, though, in there.
Yeah, why didn't you rap?
Should have rapped.
I made that around the same time.
Wait, so he ripped off himself?
Yeah.
That's what I said. It was my...
So you're like doing a John Fogerty.
That's right.
Do you know the John Fogerty story about how he was sued for CCR songs and he wrote the song?
He wrote the song.
Then when he was John Fogerty, they sounded very similar to the CCR stuff he did.
Oh.
Little known story there. But
I thought maybe he wrote a song like John Fogerty. I'm the young douche down the road.
So he just ripped off himself. Who cares about that?
Swing and a miss.
That was actually.
Why don't you cock your bat and swing at it again?
I can't believe Nathaniel told that awful joke. See, sometimes we pass credit along. You want more credit? You can take credit for that one.
Thanks, buddy.
Let's go to Todd the trucker. Todd.
Yeah, hey, good morning, guys. About a year ago when you guys were down in New Orleans, I called the show and said that I was on Jimmy's plane as he was flying down there and ended up giving a plug for Jimmy.
Yeah.
And, I never got credit for that. And
yeah, you did, stupid. They said we're going to Todd the trucker.
Everybody started ripping me off after that.
Your bit sucks.
Jimmy never bought me lunch after that either. So, I'm kind of pissed off about all that.
All right.
I apologize. I owe you one.
Dunk.
Bill in Boston.
Yeah, I want to call and defend Eric. He did a fantastic job with the charity auction, and when Lori and I came and visited the studio, we had a great time, and he was really nice.
Yeah, Eric worked really hard on that.
Yeah, he did do a great job.
He did probably a couple extra 100 hours work.
Absolutely, helping a bunch
How
of
much did we raise there, Eric?
from
well over $50,000.
Well over $50,000 for the victims.
That's cool.
Of
It's half
Hurricane
what he stole
Katrina.
from these guys. That's actually, but that's actually.
But E-Rock, I mean, we could all agree he took on that project pretty much.
Absolutely.
We're not saying Eric's never done anything.
Wow, what a compliment.
Way to be a diplomat, fan.
I'm not saying he's never done anything.
We're not saying he should get AIDS now.
I intentionally didn't elaborate.
All right. Are we done?
I think you guys are a little hard on E-Rock.
Yeah. I think that was good, though. I think that cleared the air.
Oh, yeah? I feel hollow inside.
I know I want to hear that rap again before the end of the day.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I'll bring you
8
some old
degrees,
stuff if you want.
Yeah.
We'll all try to work better as a team for the show.
There
For the
you
good
go.
of the show.
That's what I want to hear.
All right.
The Pesci Frank Vincent handshake was more sincere in Raging Bull when he had like the bandaged arm. Are you trying to kill me? You're not... Shake hands, no grudges.
Yeah. We should make them all shake hands.
Oh, no.
Steve,
really?
I think...
Yeah, line up and shake hands.
I think more than that, Ope. I think in this day and age, a bunch of guys, like, just a quick hug. Not a faggoty hug, but just like a man's...
One of those,
hug.
like, hey.
What do they call it? A shug? Half handshake, half hug?
I like the hug.
Shoulder hug is...
Keep the hand in between so it's not gay.
Yeah.
Listen, because we're at the end of the year here. We're going to turn a new page and start off 2006 on the right foot.
Right.
So why don't you guys like either hug or shake?
I think we need
everyone
a
line
hug.
up.
I think we need a hug.
I think a hug, the type of hug that a man will give where like one hand on each ass cheek and the helmets touch and you both just think about it.
Because the tension is getting in the way behind the scenes now, so I think it's time
so let's add homosexual tension to the whole thing.
Yeah, boy. It's going to be awful. It might as well be hot.
I think E-Rock and Than, I think a hug is in order.
I do.
I think all of them should, man.
I think so.
It'll break the ice, though.
Get Ben in here.
Yeah, get Ben in here. A handshake from Ben. He's the leader of these
Ben
clowns.
won't hug.
Well, he's got to shake or do something.
Yeah. He shakes all day.
All right, lift the mic up because we want to catch this on the air here. All right, E-Rock, why don't you stand up? Who wants to start this?
Who's going to start?
I will. I'll start.
All right, Jimmy's going to start.
Who are you going to hug?
You.
Later.
All right, who's going to start? This is so awkward.
Danny is going to start with...
Well, let's see. You guys work it out. Who's going to start?
Straws?
There's got to be a hug protocol.
Either a hug, a handshake,
and not a, you don't have to lift your foot up in the back. It's just could be a little pat on the back.
Whoa. But you can.
If you want.
You can do whatever it takes, all right? Steve, why don't you start?
Yeah, you're...
I'm part of this, too?
Yeah,
why
of course
not?
you are.
So who gets a hug?
Why don't you wrap those fucking perjury
E-Rock, get up.
Can I do you?
Make sure we get this on mic there.
Jimmy, it's got to be over here in the camera.
For the camera.
Yeah, for the camera.
Let everybody see what faggots we have working with us.
Here's a mic. Someone write this.
There you go. And if you want to say any encouraging words during the hug about each other's work.
Ant raises a brilliant point. I think that everybody who hugs should say one nice thing to the other person.
Just one nice thing.
Yeah, one nice thing.
One nice sentiment.
It could be something about what they do at work, personally, anything.
That's
just
right.
one nice thing. And I think that'll help.
Just one nice thing. And E-Rock, you say one nice thing back, okay?
Yes.
Let's try to clear the air finally here.
All right.
This has been building up for months.
One encouraging thing about somebody else's.
All right. Yeah. Steve, we'll start with you.
Yeah. Bear. Eric, that's a fantastic T-shirt you're wearing.
All right.
Wait. E-Rock. Steve.
Steve, you have very sexy, smooth arms.
All right. He does.
I didn't make it gay, but you did, thank you.
All right. Now the hug or handshake.
A handshake. Look at Eric going in for the hug first.
The hug.
That was nice.
The hug handshake. The shove.
That was nice.
All right. Danny's up next.
Danny.
Wow, these two really hate each other. This is going to be great. Say something nice about E-Rock.
And not physically either. Not about the shirts or the clothes. Steve got away with that because we know he's kind of homoerotic.
No, this is real. You really have to think
person.
of one nice thing to say to E-Rock.
Be something nice about the person.
Yes.
We did the radio bit. Now we have to get sincere.
Right.
All right. Go ahead, Danny.
It was nice of you to take us out to lunch that time, Eric.
Oh, that's just a dick move.
Why is that a dick
wait
move?
a minute.
All
right,
wait a minute.
We're going to have to work on this relationship.
That time, that seems
All right, why is that a dick move?
sincere.
Because there was many times, so it's just, that time.
That time.
And the beautiful thing is, when he said the lunch thing, these other two got mad. Like, fuck, that's the one we were going to use.
That's right.
No, I'm kidding.
You can't use the same ones. So you really should step up and go first. All right. So it was more than one time?
Yeah.
Yes, it was. No, it was. It was.
And did he rub it in your face that he took you out to lunch, or was it just genuine he took you out?
No, he took us out. It was good. It was
What
good.
about thanking him for the PSP?
I was about to.
All right.
Yeah.
And thank you for the PSP.
Oh, wait. No shaking.
Oh, no shaking yet?
No,
okay.
because E-Rock's got to say something nice about
There's
you.
more than a shake happening.
Yeah,
on this
E-Rock gave up his PSP during that icy hot ball contest.
Yeah.
The challenge.
Danny, I think you're very creative. You've brought a lot to this show.
Oh,
I like that.
now a little handshake hug.
Something.
Come on, a half a hug.
Wow. Oh, my God. Was that the worst?
You cut your hand in his cock. Did you mean to do that?
Did you grab this
Good
cock?
boy. He knuckle bumped it. I like Danny. Smooth move, kid.
He knuckle bumped his cock.
He knuckle bumped it. He got a little helmet, a little shaft. Oh, my God.
This is so awkward.
This really is.
This is the worst. All right, Travis is up.
Travis.
Yeah, I'll go.
All right, something nice about E-Rock.
This is actually serious. Thank you for driving me to work yesterday from Brooklyn in your grandmother car.
Nice little backhanded compliment there.
Drives a Buick. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful.
Now, Eric, you have to thank Travis for something.
All right, Travis.
Like surviving Auschwitz.
He's a slender lad.
Travis does take a lot of chances. He just doesn't do it on the air, but behind the scenes he does contribute a lot.
Like
A
what?
lot of chances.
Like what?
Pitching in with the news writing for like Big A comments and bit ideas. He does a lot.
Oh, very good.
All right, now
Works hard. A little handshake, hug thing.
Dude, this is, I'm getting emotional. I mean, I'm absolutely.
No, you're not.
That's how I cry.
Oh man.
All right.
Can't a guy show some emotion here?
Hey, Ben can't get it away with
No, he's not.
Oh, no.
He can't hug her.
That herky-jerky mess.
They'll all be leg bumping his cock by accident.
Don't.
Ow, sorry.
All right, Dan. Oh, boy. I can't even look.
No, I'll try to do this right.
Yeah, be serious.
Eric, thanks for coming to my comedy show. Sound like Kenny there. Jesus.
That's it?
He's got to pick a singular moment like that. There's nothing general about him that you appreciate or...
Yes, Eric will do anything for this radio show.
Oh.
I would give him that any day of the week.
Actually, I believe that.
Compliment.
All kidding aside, I believe that.
Yep.
There you go. And Eric?
Than, for as short a time as you've been doing stand-up, you're a hell of a lot funnier than people that have been around for a long time.
Ooh. All right,
it's kind of qualifying.
It's a little bit, because there have been people that are out there a long time that are such bad hacks, I wouldn't even go see them. So it's not really putting you on that good a level.
Like, I thought you'd blow, but...
Right.
Nah, but I think I know what he means. He's saying that you're a new guy and you're doing good, and I think I know that.
That's a pretty good compliment.
Sand, I wish I knew how to quit you. It was Travis who wrote that, everybody. Travis wrote that on a piece of paper and put it in front of me.
Way to go, Travis. And you read it wrong, I'm sure.
And now the very awkward hug.
Danny, was that right? Did I read it right?
Here they go. Handshake.
Oh, wow, yeah.
You big lug.
He pulled him in. Ben pulled him in. That was nice.
I think Ben should have to at least... Ben won't hug.
Ben should hug.
Ben should do something.
Yes.
Ben should have to hug.
He's on the horn. Let's get Ben.
He's not on the horn.
Get him off the horn.
He's making believe he's on the horn.
Yeah. I'm not hugging him.
He's not that good an actor. He's got the phone backwards.
Anything to do with emotion, Ben doesn't want to be a part of.
He's awful at it.
Devoid of emotion.
The only time he leans over, like he looks like he's crying, but then he notices an album in his lap.
When it comes to emotions, he's a mess.
Is he coming?
He's pretending to be on the phone.
So what? Get him
not
on
pretending to be on the phone. Who is he talking to?
Someone go down the
There's
hall with
no one on the phone with him.
Someone go down with the wireless and see what the hell's going on.
Yeah, let's do that.
E-Rock, do you go, it's Ben on the phone?
E-Rock,
But Ben doesn't qualify.
Take the mic and go into the office and ask Ben where your hug is.
Oh, he's going to kill me.
Well, you need a hug. And then call him out. Ask him who's on the fucking phone.
There you go.
He's
E-Rock?
lying.
We might just have to listen in. He doesn't have headphones. All right, here. He's entering the office.
Okay. He's going in. God, was that uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Let me give you it.
Wait, can you hear this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, they can hear it. I'm getting yelled at. He's on the phone. He says he can't talk.
Who's on the phone? Who's he on the phone with? Ask him who is he on the phone with.
He's getting red in the face.
Who is he on the phone with?
He's always red in the face. He's 10 seconds from dying every minute.
Who is he on the phone with?
All right, now he's off the phone.
I'm not hugging this fucking faggot.
Why aren't you hugging him?
I'm not going to hug Eric.
Well, just
Ben, you don't understand.
I'm not hugging Eric.
Ben, you don't understand. It's all about a camaraderie that this show needs.
You can do a handshake, something.
It's a handshake.
All right, wait,
hug.
but you got to go through the process.
The process is that you have to say something nice about him, and he says something nice about you.
And then you shake.
Not about clothing or any specific thing. And just generally speaking.
So we can move on in the new year.
I still think, and I told him the day when I did, I thought it was a nice thing, considering the amount of tension with Eric and Danny, that he was nice enough to give him his PlayStation.
I thought that was a powerful move.
That was a good move, and I even told Eric that.
That was a powerful move.
So that was a nice thing for him to do.
E-Rock?
I think Ben sometimes gets a lot of heat, but he does a good job running the show behind the scenes.
And we almost did leave you yesterday, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know. I heard. Fuck him.
And now a handshake and a hug.
There'll be no.
A little shoulder bump hug.
Not a faggot hug.
That was the manly one, like you do with your Boston buddies.
That was the worst one.
After a few beers.
The handshake wasn't sincere.
No, it wasn't.
You looked away and moved back as you were shaking.
Jim interrupted me. See, we shook hands.
Yeah, made eye contact.
The first time you ever shook my hand and looked me in the eye.
All right, who's up for a group hug?
Some Army commercial.
All right.
I think Poe wants to hug Eric, though.
Yeah, why are you here?
Yeah, why is Poe in here?
What kind of question?
There was some kind of post thinking there was going to be a fight.
Well, Ben told me to come inside because he thought that fists were going to fly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
No,
now
it's
what?
a
Now,
loving
was there any
relation.
tension between Poe and Eric? Because Eric's like, "What are you doing here?" What kind of tension is there? Let's get to the bottom of this. We got to clear the air here. We're taking care of all family business.
There's a little bit of tension.
We're going to change the bit for this one.
That's right.
E-Rock, what don't you like about Master Poe?
Yeah.
That's right. What would you say to him if he hasn't been trained to kill since he was 4?
That's right. If he was, paralyzed in a wheelchair, what would you say?
There's one thing that bothers you about Master Poe.
Besides that ridiculous
What is
hat.
it?
That's right.
Anything? I'll even start. I'll start. Poe, I don't like the way Poe reprograms my automobile. So when I drive it home, I'm about one exit from my house before my car is back the way I like it. I hopped in my vehicle the other day in the garage, and I thought I had gotten in the back door and sat in the back seat. The steering wheel was so far away. I know you're a big guy and everything, but oh my! And then there was some type of techno music playing on my system. The heat was up to 95 degrees, and my dome light was on. I had no idea what happened. That's the only problem I have with Master Poe.
The only one you'll admit on the air.
There we go.
I have a problem with Poe. I don't like the way you refuse to kick Travis in the chest.
If he had one, he would.
All right, E-Rock.
I don't like when Master Poe comes over and asks who a certain celebrity or artist is, and then we inform him, and then he goes over there and acts like he knows their entire body of work.
All right, now that's too far. Poe, kick his fucking ass.
Yeah.
That's too far.
Who did he do this with?
There was one time with Joe Perry coming in. He goes...
What was that?
Who was that?
No, it wasn't me. You fucking idiot.
Who was that?
Dude, Jesus.
That was... Dude, who was it?
Uh-huh.
For a Jimmy bomb.
But Jimmy always drops him...
To the mic.
To the mic.
Yeah.
That was yours.
That was absolutely not mine. That was Jimmy.
All right.
That was not me.
It was me.
Okay. It was Jimmy.
I wanted credit.
All right, that's a good one.
Okay.
Anyone else? Danny?
Can Paul respond, too? He has to respond.
Yeah. Problem with...
Can I respond to yours, or should
I...
They're beyond reproach.
Yeah, we are.
Right.
We're pretty much... We have immunity.
Most of these people that come in here, I don't know them, and I don't know anything about them. So I go to you to get that information because I know you have this.
Oh, see? He's saying you're knowledgeable in that. Am I right? I hope so.
Yeah.
Danny, any
But wait,
problem with
Paul didn't have anything bad to say about Eric. Like, not that he hates Eric.
Yeah, we changed a bit.
Bad.
Yeah. Anything bad? Anything that annoys you about Eric?
No.
Wow.
See, Paul will bottle it up and kind of forget that he has it until he throws a punch, and then it will all be
take
remembered.
it all out on one guy with those knuckles.
All right, give him a handshake or a hug, and let's take a break or something.
All right.
There it is.
And let's do some real hugging on the break.
Yeah. Turn off that camera.
Nude.
Yeah.
We're going to do some real hugging.
I'll show you how men make up in this town.
You can't really make up and hug unless you're nude.
You know, it's funny you say that joking, but there is a cathartic feeling when there's just like a couple of man chests and like kind of hairy legs.
Steve's already taking his clothes off.
Yeah.
Look.
I'm all excited.
Doesn't take much. This fucking awful long sleeve shirt that doesn't go past his belt. That's what I don't like about Steve.
Probably slides right off of those silken arms, too.
Yeah, all he's going to do is bend over and touch his toes, and the shirt just tumbles off. Baby oil chest.
Graphite body.
Bitey.
Mark that one down.
All right, listen. Can you tell it's the end of the year and we just want to get out of here for Christmas? Tomorrow's show is going to even be more ridiculous. We'll go to break with this.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Tell us every year, you friggin' nerd. Glad to hear about your drunken grandma. That tanked up bitch got just what she deserved. Well, I spent that fateful Christmas with the dick that wrote this song. Granny drank whiskey with Quaaludes while toking sesame and from a bong. I tried to greet his evil grandma, but she kicked me in the nuts. She was sucking on a crack pipe, yelling, "Piss off, die, you bastard scumbag putz." Granny got run over by a reindeer. Every time I hear that song, I twitch. Don't feel bad about that psycho grandma. Grandpa paid old Santa off to hit the bitch. There was dinner on the table. Granny's crawling underneath. Didn't know what she was up to till I saw that big old smile on Uncle Pete. Granny left to score some Valium. Took off running down the path. That's when old St. Nicky creamed her. Grandpa thanked Rudolph while kissing Santa's ass. Granny got run over by a reindeer, copping dope outside on Christmas Eve. Good riddance to that evil demon grandma. As for me and Grandpa, we're relieved. Oh, Granny was a hoe.
Now, we all know that Opie and Anthony Wow stickers are your tickets to seeing some beautiful bosoms.
Well, yeah.
Did you know that Wow stickers have many other uses?
I use Wow stickers around the house to keep raccoons away from my garbage. Come here, little fella. Oh, God! Oh, God, it's biting my balls. Jesus Christ, my balls. Ouch, ouch, my balls. My balls are being bitten by a raccoon here, people. Raccoon ate my balls here. Raccoon on balls. Anybody? You see the raccoon dangling from my crotch.
Get your official Opie and Anthony Wow stickers at opieandanthony.com.
Derek, there's something hanging off your balls, man.
Karaoke.
Look at Steve's giant head in the camera. What? Well, you can't look at it now. When you're pulling up the shades, you see
Look
it.
really fast, you'll still see it.
There he is. Oh, you tilted it a little.
Stop tilting the camera.
Ramon. Leave it alone.
Straighten the camera, you faggot. What? Oh, yeah, you can't do Steve from Yellowstone to the guy's face. You get hit.
We're on the air.
Hey, I want to do the callbacks. I'm very good at bringing the show back on.
Yeah, go ahead, Jimmy.
Hi, everybody. This is Jim Norton, and you're listening to Norton and Friends. I'm here in New York City broadcasting, and this is the radio show that you've been enjoying. We're back. Good, right?
That wasn't bad.
No, I'm good.
I like the Norton thing.
An Indian kid named Raghu used to call me Jim Norton. And I noticed a few Indian kids would say their RTs like that.
Yeah?
Like you're like a Richard Burton and Liz Taylor. So
Yeah.
it always made me want to, like, when their tongue was out, close their head really fucking hard so they bit it off. Jim Norton.
I enjoyed it in your one of the promos that you played.
Oh, did I?
For your thing. Hi, this is Jim Norton, and I will be appearing one of your disgusting little commercials for yourself.
I try to do a good commercial. I try to be professional.
Wasn't able to listen to the one where you sucked snot throughout the entire spot.
Oh.
That one was a little much to deal with.
Yeah, it was a bit over the top.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you got to, exaggerate to clarify, as they say.
I was just going to play with his BlackBerry.
I'm trying to figure mine out if I get the fucking alarm to stop.
You got one from XM?
Yeah. And I was
real handy.
Attempt to use it. I actually did get it all geared up, and I can't figure anything out. Fucking thing vibrates every 3 seconds. It's like, what are you trying to tell me?
Is that it getting
Fucking
another
stop.
useless email from XM?
I don't know. But I also want to know, can they track the websites I'm on? And what kind of... That's...
Of course.
Of course they can.
Of course they can.
I'm going to talk to Don about that. Cause what's the
no,
use of
you
using it?
won't.
They gave us laptops, and we're like,
What's the use of using it? For business things, for emails, for business. If there's some kind of show-related website you should be visiting, things like that. Not perusing pornography.
Well, how can they find out?
Everything.
How?
I don't know.
They think they're getting that back at the end of this tenure.
It's magic.
Ooh,
they
like
use magic.
Just know they know where you've been.
Well, I haven't been anywhere.
All right, then I wouldn't go anywhere if I was
you get emails from Bob and friggin' the custodian department.
Can I forward
talking
my-
about how he needs a new mop.
I don't want to read XM emails. They're boring.
I hate them.
Oh, they're great. There's nothing going on today, but sometimes someone loses a hoop earring and they got to tell the whole company.
Everyone's got to know.
They all have to know.
Is that why it vibrates when I get a new email?
No, it shouldn't.
And you know something? I love Lee Abrams. I love the guy.
Sure.
He's great when we sit down and have chats and he talks about old-time radio and everything. He's got a great personality.
Right.
But his goddamn emails, Jesus, all right. I love XM. I work here.
Well, here's some of the stuff going on.
He's got to tell me everything that's going on with XM.
And in other music news of today, 26 attachments. Kate Moss and others bring humor to rehab scene. New films portray terrorists as actual people. When Lost goes on break, fans hit the internet. Brooks and Dunn bring country to the Stones garage. That's it for that one.
That was from who?
Some dude.
Why? Just some guy. And why do you have to get everybody's emails?
I don't want everybody's.
No.
This just in. The new easy way to order your prescriptions. Prescriptions spelled wrong. Viagra spelled VLAWGRA, $3.30 a pill. Levitra spelled LEVIYTRA, $3.30 a pill.
If they spelled it right, it would be spamola.
Let's go to Today in Music History. David Crosby, Stephen Stills, and Graham Nash met at Joni Mitchell's house in Laurel Canyon in 1968 and played together in public for the first time on December 21st of that year.
Fantastic.
Who the fuck cares?
These emails are awful.
Someone had a baby. Congratulations. Jesus.
Like, that's an accomplishment.
Exactly. Tell me the next time she fucks. That's what I'd like an email about.
Steve, video and pictures are going up now. We'll be adding more all day. He's talking about the homeless shopping spree.
Oh, see, that's an important
pictures and
communique.
videos are up on opieandanthony.com. Email from my nephew Jason. Got straight A's in college. Congratulations, Jason. Eric Logan has emailed. This show was priceless. Amazing. I guess he was talking about the homeless shopping spree. And it just goes on and on.
Elo enjoyed yesterday's show?
All right, you want to put a stop to this? I'm going to start sending out a few fucking company emails. Then we'll see if they can fix this system.
All right. Well, it just goes on and on.
I think that my some tranny explanations and some pictures would be appropriate.
All day long.
We interrupt this program. Ozone midget sighting of the day.
Midget sighting?
Loose stool. What's up?
What's up, boys?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm sitting in a line to load in Cincinnati, Ohio, at a little fucking short midget working for UPS, man. It looked like Brown Santa and his little fucking helper. He looked like that little kid on the Christmas Story movie. He was all bundled up, his little short fucking arms. Couldn't hardly reach down to his sides. It was hilarious.
He worked for UPS?
He was working, he's like, I guess like a helper or something, helping for the holidays for UPS.
Was he dressed in brown like a milk dud?
Yeah, do they make him wear the brown...
like a little milk dud.
Oh, that's classic.
What good is he on a UPS truck?
None.
Put him on the top shelf and just humiliate him while you drive?
Right on, man, right on, dude.
All right.
All right, thanks, boys.
Meanwhile, back at the show.
All right, yes, we got a surprise for everybody. One of our favorite things that we've done this past year is the Gangsta Fag music.
Yes.
Patrice just couldn't get enough of Gangsta Fag when he was filling in for Jimmy with songs like He Wants It, Twisted Life, Closet, The Faggots, and a song about Eminem.
Yeah, my favorite was the one where the business guy, the white business guy's cruising through the neighborhood.
Married with a kid.
Married with a kid. He sees a Gangsta Fag. He's eyeballing him. And then finally they hook up, and they're fucking in the house, and fucking on the kid's bed. And Gangsta Fag wipes his jizz off on one of the other guy's kids' play toys.
That's right.
And the guy just gets obsessed with him. It's a story of love. It's like Brokeback Mountain.
Apparently, Gangsta Fag throws quite a bang, and he fucks this businessman into craving him and basically weeping for his cock.
Right.
It's hardcore gay rap.
But it's good.
Why don't we listen to a little piece for a second here? And then then we got a huge surprise for everybody.
He walked in.
High with my boys one day, just kicking back, hanging out in L.A. When this dude drove by in this really funky Benz, I could tell right away this motherfucker had ends. Was a white dude, about 30-something, kept staring at me, yo, like he wanted something. He called me over and he asked for directions. I saw his dick was hard, so I peeped his card. I said, you lying, you know you ain't lost. You wanna suck my dick while I'm jacking you off? And he said, oh no, there must be a mistake. I got a wife and a kid and I'm very, very straight. So I said, take my number and my name. You can call me up when you're sick of playing games. As I walked away, yo, I knew he would call. Cause if you see one fag, then you see them all. He wants it. So what the fuck you think? He needs it. So what the fuck you mean? He wants it. Cause if you see one fag, then you see them all. He wants it. So what the fuck you need? He needs it. So what the fuck you think? He wants it. Cause if you see one fag, then you see them all. So I knew that he'd be climbing the wall. 1 week later and he finally called. He said his family's gone for a week or two, and he was really bored and needed something to do. So I drove to his crib crib up in Beverly Hills. A bomb-ass house worth a couple of mills. He said he wasn't gay, he just wanted to chat. And a half hour later, he massaging my back. In his wife's room, he gave me some head. Went in the next room and fucked on his kid's bed. Fucked and we fucked like bitches in heat. I came on his face and all over the sheets. I knew that I was done when I started getting soft. I grabbed the kid's toe and I wiped my dick off. He's lying on the bed, still trying to recover. I'm dressed and I'm out as my car hurt his rubber. So what the fuck you think? So what the fuck you need? Cause if you see one fag, then you
wants it and he needs it there, Jimmy.
Absolutely.
So what the fuck you think? So what the fuck you need? Cause if you see one fag, then you seen them all. The dick was so good that he just couldn't pass up. So hold that week, yeah, I'm tearing that ass up. Cause he loves to ride him and he loves to suck him. And after I was done, I let my homeboys fuck him. Now his punk ass calls me every day. I told him we were through, then he said he would pay. So now twice a week I'm getting paid to tap him. He laced me with the cash and the Visa Platinum. 1 month later and the cat's out the bag. Cause this motherfucker started dressing in drag. But I did my thing and I had my fun with him. It was time to cut him off because I'm done with him. Crying like a bitch and he's starting to beg. He's falling on the ground, holding on to my leg. Screaming, don't leave, please, Twisted G. But this is what you get when you fuck with me. So what the fuck you think? So what the fuck you need? Cause if you see one fag, then you seen them all. So what the fuck you need? So what the fuck you think? Cause if you see one fag, then you seen them all.
Well, Twisted, this is Tom's wife. Tom is not gay, okay? I want you to stay away from Tom. He is not gay. We have a family and a son, and we have a life together. You stay away from you, son of a bitch.
Twisted, this is Tom. I'm calling because I miss you, Twisted. Twisted, please call me, please. I miss you. I miss your fucking cock. I miss you fucking cock. I'm so fucking bad. I love you, Twisted. Please fucking call me. Don't do this to me, Twisted. Please. My big guy, please.
Mr. Twisted, this is Ken, Miss Jimmy. I just want to know why my toys sticky and my feet, they keep sticking to me. Why? Why my toys sticky?
Why his toys sticky?
He went there. So that's Gangsta Fag, and he wants it.
Jeez, he completely converted that guy.
He sure did. Not only did he fuck him, but then he wiped his penis on the kids' toys.
Yes.
And then brought his friends over and said, go ahead, you fuck him. And then he charged him, and then the guy put on a dress, and he dumped him.
Yeah.
You gotta like this guy.
Completely changed that guy's life around.
Wrecked it.
We welcome to the show, Gangsta Fag.
Don't nobody move because the fag's here.
Gangsta Fag.
So, baby, this is Twisted G, the Gangsta Fag, the gay defender, the gay avenger, the motherfucking rear end bender, baby. You better know, hetero. What's up, baby?
I gotta tell you, Gangsta Fag.
What's up?
Joe Rogan turned us on to you.
Rogan, that's my booty buddy right there. Baby.
I hope not.
That's my booty. Oh yeah, that's my booty buddy. You motherfuckers are my booty buddies too. Let me tell you that.
Someone makes a great comment, but he hung up. He wants to know what Joe Rogan was Googling that he found Gangsta Fag online.
Actually, that's not how he found me, man.
Yeah?
Nah, check this story out. You motherfuckers gonna trip the fuck out, man. This shit is real. Check this out.
All right.
Okay. I recorded that CD 5 years ago.
Okay.
All right? As soon as I finished recording it, I got pinched on a parole violation. And he sent me back to the motherfucking pen, right? But I didn't even get to put my picture on the fucking cover. I mean, the project was fucked. And we trashed the project. I actually got one of my booty buddies, KK, to take the picture. Because he's a pretty motherfucker. He can suck a good dick, but he can't rap his shit. And so what happened was the project got trashed. It was fucking killed, right? So I went back to the pen. I fucked up, and everything was done with. But we took 500 CDs to a gay pride in Hollywood and gave them away for free.
Yeah.
So now 5 years later, I've just been out for like a couple of months actually. And
what were you in on?
Motherfucker, you can't ask me that shit.
I can ask.
Been to the pen, man.
We know it ain't.
That's like me asking you, hey, what's your social security number?
Yo,
look at that, you can't tell me that.
Yo, Twister, we know you wasn't really guilty of this shit. We just want to know what the fuck with the charge they gave you.
What do they claim you did?
It was a parole violation. I was hanging out with some motherfuckers that went through some bad things.
Oh, you're supposed to stay clear of all those motherfuckers, right? Yeah.
I fucked up the first time. It was my second strike, too.
You better watch number 3.
Yeah, exactly. So check this out. So
wow, I want to know what you did, Gangsta Fag. You got to give us a little something.
It was those rednecks behind the bar, right? You and your buddies went out there?
Yeah, what was that? What song was that? Twisted Life?
I've done a lot of bad shit. I'm gonna give you the story, right? But check this shit out.
All right.
So now I've been out for a couple of months, right? And I'm all depressed and fucking suicidal. On the real, I'm a crazy motherfucker. I'm gonna be real. And so I'm thinking my career is over. I got nothing to do, right? I'm fucking up last Thursday, 3:30 in the morning, watching current TV, thinking about how I'm gonna fucking do myself in or go back to the pen because I ain't got shit going on. Then on current TV, they said a Google search is up for motherfucker called the Gangsta Fag. And I'm going, wait a minute, that's me. And so motherfuckers are like, okay, we did our research to find out who he is. So I'm thinking they're going to show me sucking a dick or something. And I'm going, oh, shit, wait a minute, what's going on? Because as far as I knew, my shit was done. My music was dead 5 years ago. And so at that point, I fucking called my publicist. We hit the website, the old domain, gangstafag.com. Some motherfucker bought it, dickhead Mike. And he was looking for me. So I'm going, oh, shit, all of a sudden, I get on Google, I see all these motherfuckers, Gangsta Fag is out there. And some punk motherfucker, what was that guy, man? Some comic, Rodriguez?
I don't know.
Some shit. Anyway, he was claiming to be Gangsta Fag. So then I had my
Someone claiming to be Gangsta Fag. Son of a bitch. You know what you got to do? You got to track him down and fuck him up the ass.
Oh, in case my PO's listening, I got plans for him.
Wait, was the guy claiming to be Gangsta Fag, was he from Florida, a white kid named Eric Nagel rapping on a radio promo?
Because we know that guy.
I'm not sure who this motherfucker was,
yeah.
but he was fronting. So anyway, so now I'm calling you guys. My publicist got in contact with your people and found that you guys been playing my shit. Much love. You my booty buddies for life, too.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
One day, come down there and
Gangsta Fag
or something, do something good for you, But now, here I am, man. You know what I'm saying?
Gangsta Fag, you sound like the real deal.
I'm the real shit, man.
You sound like the real deal. Now, wait, in the joint, were you scary? I mean, were you one of those guys that, like, if you wanted some ass, you would take it?
Check this shit out. Did you see my website? Go to gangstafag.com. Pull that shit up. You see how big I am?
That's you, really?
Yeah. I'm
Jesus.
6'6", 260, man.
6'6", 260?
If I want some ass, I'm taking ass.
So that's what you would do?
Motherfucker, right? That's what I do.
In the joint?
That's right. That's what I did, baby.
And the story goes, you knew you were gay at 8 years old. You got thrown out of the house at 16 by the parents?
Yep. Sucking dick. Got caught, man.
Got caught sucking dick.
Got caught sucking dick.
Wasn't under a little porch with a guy named Jimmy Norton, was it?
Actually, I don't even know that motherfucker's name. It's been so many dicks ago. You know what I'm saying?
So many dicks ago.
So many dicks ago.
God damn.
So you hit the rough streets of New York?
Yeah, I grew up in New York, man.
And you were homeless in New York, and you were doing the old pickpocket and selling the crack and all that, right?
Yep, in Brooklyn, baby.
In order to survive, he eventually graduated to extortion and armed robbery.
Oh, man.
Now that's where this shit comes. You want to know what I did. What happened was, I learned that it was a lot easier instead of selling crack just to rob the motherfuckers that were selling crack. Not when I get the money and the crack. Now, what happened was...
Good businessman.
Well, exactly. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man.
Sure.
So what I started doing is, my operations got bigger, and I had a couple other faggots down with me, and we started doing our shit. But now, when motherfuckers will retaliate, they had to think twice, because what I started doing is, when we catch up to them, not only will we whip their asses, but I fuck them too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
So that was really humiliating and degrading for the average heterosexual motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I got the name Gangsta Fag.
Because he's a gangster, and you'd be fucking these guys.
You know how tough you have to be to rob and rape crack dealers? You got to be a fucking tough dude to rape other guys with guns.
We did our thing, baby. We did our thing. But then shit got too hot. Then I came to the West Coast, and I ran the same program on the West Coast, and I got pinched.
Yeah, I'm gonna read a little bit further here. In efforts to elude his many enemies, including the NYPD, Twisted G, that's another name you go by?
Twisted, see, that's the actual name. The Gangsta Fag comes after Twisted G. Twisted is the opposite of being straight.
Right.
That's like a gay term.
All right, let's go with this then. Twisted G fled to the West Coast. His life of crime continued, and he got arrested numerous times. At age 22, he earned his first strike and a 3-year prison sentence?
Yeah, man. 3 fucking years, baby, in the booty buffet, man.
The booty buffet.
Yep, all the dick you can suck.
Oh, jeez. Did you get beat up a lot in jail?
You know what? See, this is the thing. Motherfuckers underestimate. This because
crew, some devious motherfucking faggots, man. And we do a motherfucker in a second. And big motherfuckers. So they will underestimate us. And like I said, that was my M.O. Not only would I stick a foot in your ass, it would be followed up with a dick. You know what I'm saying?
So if you were beating someone down, they were going to get fucked.
Exactly. So then they won't want to fuck with you. It's like the psychological effect and shit, you know?
Right. You're not going to, like, if somebody kicks your ass, you'll go up to him and kick and try to retaliate by kicking his ass. And even if you get your ass kicked again, it's all right because you kind of tried. But this guy, you know, kick your ass and fuck you in the ass. And then you're thinking, I could try to kick his ass, but if I lose, I'm going to get fucked in the ass again.
Right, exactly. And I'm like I said, I can handle my shit. I'm a big motherfucker, and I know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm one of those crazy motherfuckers where, you know, you can whip my ass.
Yeah.
You know, what you going to do after that? You going to fuck me?
Why?
Thank you very much.
Why 3 years, though, Gangsta Fag?
Thank you. Well,
you got to give us a little something. Armed robbery.
Well, see, they couldn't quite pin shit on me completely. And so, you know, you get a lot of motherfuckers that want to try to say you did this and that, but they can't really prove it. But if they get enough shit on you, they get you for what they want. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't cooperate with them, they make an example of your ass. And then on top of that, I scared a lot of motherfuckers out here because of the shit that I was doing, man. They didn't, you know, so in actuality, I shouldn't even have done 3 years, but you know how that shit goes, man.
All right, let's say hi to Joe in Yonkers. Joe, you're on with Gangsta Fag.
Yeah, man, I don't know how you're taking advice on how to be a gangster for somebody that sucks dick, dog. How could you be a gangster if you suck dick? Please tell me.
Because I suck dick very well, my man. You know what I'm saying?
You suck dick and you take it in the ass. You don't know nothing about being a gangster.
Man, what the fuck? You know, I think you're right. Good point. You
dog, word up, you're not gangster, dog. Don't even tell anybody about armed robbery, dog.
Here's the thing. Do you know what the meaning of a fucking gangster is, motherfucker? The meaning of a gangster is a motherfucker in a gang, you dumbass.
Joe, this guy sounds more...
You ain't hard, you ain't a thug, you don't know how to fight, dog, you know how to suck dick, dog. You suck dick, dog, don't say you gangster.
Joe, if you ask me, this guy sounds more gangster than anybody else.
I'll fucking ass, I'll take it in the ass, motherfucking right.
Like, I'd rather get beat up, I'd rather even have to go to the hospital because I've been shot by a gangster than been fucked.
Yeah, I'm going to take Gangsta Fag's word. I say he's a gangster.
That's pretty rough gangster if he's fucking you.
How are you gonna hit a guy in the face who doesn't squint with a 9-inch dick in his ass? How are you going to punch him and expect to hurt him? I don't know, Joe. I think you're wrong. And a lot of guys would say, all right, he likes dick, so he can't fight, but he's fucking 6'6", and it's still a man's fist coming at you.
When I say I go for
he does not have a mentality that's capable of being hard. He's a fucking fairy. You have to understand that.
How big are you, Joe? How tall?
I'm fucking 5'8", 130 pounds, motherfucker. And I'm more gangster than this fucking faggot.
You know what? I love the way motherfuckers get all upset about this.
Yeah, that's right, though. I'm a small motherfucker, and I bet you I'm upset on you.
I think Joe would use... I think Gangsta Fag would use you like a bitch.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to prove to him, man. It's all good, baby.
Well, let's go to Anthony in the Bronx.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, Anthony?
I just wanted to say it's big, crazy niggas like this that don't want 165-pound white boys in jail.
Oh,
because I'm scared shitless.
Baby. Thank you, baby. I love you too,
baby. Just listening to him.
That's why he was saying that's why white boys don't go to jail.
Yes.
That's why we don't want to go to jail.
You can get my CD there too, you know.
All right, we'll continue in your story. It's almost over. So then you did the 3-year prison sentence. Once he was released, he immediately went back to his criminal lifestyle in order to hustle up enough money to record his rap CD entitled The Gangsta Fag.
Right.
The CD was about his hardcore gay gangsta lifestyle of raping men, violence, and drugs. His CD was out for less than a month when he got arrested and sent back to prison for a parole violation. How many years did he do for that?
I did 5, man.
You did another 5 years?
Yep. I told you, I just did that 5, man. I learned my motherfucking lesson, man. Put it that way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to get with this music shit, man. I'm trying to lay low because I got a lot of motherfuckers that, like a lot of enemies even out here on the West Coast now. And I don't want to fuck up and get that third strike. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to fuck the program up, man.
All right, Sean in New Jersey says there's a large discrepancy in your story. Sean?
Hey, what's up?
What's up,
man?
Large discrepancy with this dude's story.
What is it?
Yeah.
First of all, 3 years you only get for third-degree crimes. You don't get that thing. You don't get that for anything violent.
Here's the tip.
Second of all, I've been in all the prison systems.
This motherfucker's
guys like this. You go to the microwave. You
know nothing about prison on the way.
All right, hold on. We got to get.
Hold on, one guy at a time.
Sean, what are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that what would happen to this guy is someone would have went to the microwave, warmed up some oil, some baby oil, and a glass light bulb, and splashed it right into his face.
Then I'll have to handle
happens to fags all the time.
That's right. He's right. He's absolutely right. I ain't gonna front. That shit is real. But that's part of the game, baby.
You get
That's
splashed
part of the game. That's part of the twisted life, baby.
And all of a sudden your skin's washed off your face. You got no skin on your face.
Hey, he sounds sexy.
You're done.
This motherfucker.
He sounds
happens all the time.
I like you. Let me holler at you, baby.
Man, he is pissing off people all over the country. Joe in North Carolina, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, Joe.
You said you was in a gang. What gang on the face of the planet would have a faggot-ass nigga like you in?
Man, that's my gang, baby. I put my own motherfucking gangs together, baby. Anybody can put a gang together. Learn the game first, baby. Learn the game.
Nah, nigga. I'm in a motherfucking gang, nigga.
Learn the game,
Your
baby.
ass is not in no gang.
Go to GangstaFag.com and learn the game, motherfucker.
I don't see why these guys can't accept the fact that this guy could be a tough motherfucker, even though he likes, sucking dick.
This is why motherfuckers get raped while I do the shit that I did. You see what I'm saying? You gotta prove your motherfucking point, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's all good.
Like he'll grab one of these guys, just beat him silly, and then go, "Oh, I'm not bad guy, I'm not gangster," and then wham, you're getting fucked in the ass.
Over the phone, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? But when motherfuckers see me in real life, then it's like,
Maybe people are thinking old term gangster, like they can picture like,
see, Muggsy? You give me the money or I'll fuck you in the ass, see? That's the way it's gonna be. Curtains for you. Give me a blowjob, see?
I think Gangsta Fag makes his point, and he puts a big black exclamation point at the end of it, right into your backside.
That's right. You're pooper. Let's go to Steve on Long Island. Steve.
Hey, big fan, Gangsta.
Big fan.
Quick question. I heard something funny happened in the pen with the dress. Something about a dress. You had a dress in the pen.
Nah, that's actually my boy did. Actually, when I was...
it was about a dress. You had a dress. It was when you were locked up. You had a dress.
No, they don't allow dresses in the pen, baby.
I guess not, sir.
I'd rather go naked, baby. Booty naked, baby.
Good call back, Steve.
Hey, did that ever that song we listened to before we got you on the air there, anything like that ever happen to you?
That happens all the time, baby. All the time.
What, businessman?
Those are the most motherfucking undercovers. You know, we call it the DL. You know,
right.
And you'd be amazed at how many motherfuckers are like that. And actually, even a lot of callers, man. It's like if this, even in the pen, you get a lot of motherfuckers like these motherfuckers that are calling, whatever, whoop-de-whoop. But even in the pen, you get these motherfuckers, and they get in there, and they start sucking dick, or they get fucked, and they're like, but I'm not gay. How the fuck you not going to be gay if you in the pen getting your dick sucked or sucking the dick? But they say, it's just to get me through until I get out. It's just sexual. I can, separate the two. So it's a bunch of bullshit, baby.
All right, we're moving on with your story. So after serving a 5-year sentence and earning his second strike, Twisted G is back on the streets again. Assuming that his rap career was over, he was convinced that he'd have no other choice but to return to a life of crime and face his third strike and life in prison.
There you go, baby.
But upon his release, he was informed that his music had a loyal following thanks to Joe Rogan and Opie and Anthony on XM Satellite Radio.
All right. GangstaFag.com. Go there and get your T-shirts.
Can't we just be called friends?
I think you with Booty Buddies is better.
I don't like the Booty Buddies thing.
I think it's fine.
I think...
Well, be Jimmy's Booty Buddy.
You can be Jimmy's Booty Buddy. Anthony and I just want to be your friend.
Well, no, Opie, you can be friend. I want to be as far away as possible.
All right, I will be a long distance friend.
Twisted G scares the living shit out of me
on so many levels. It's not even funny.
It's all good.
All right, so we're helping him out, and then it finishes here. He now has a second chance to prove to the world that he is one of the greatest gangster rappers of all time. He is attempting to raise enough money legally to record his hardest album ever. Gangsta Fag is back with a vengeance. Coming soon in your mouth.
In your motherfucking mouth, baby. That's right. That's right. So that's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to get my hustle. I'm trying to sell this CD. The one that you just heard at GangstaFag.com. We got T-shirts that's like this funny-ass shirt that says, why my toy sticky? Shit like that. And, so we trying to sell that.
Who wouldn't wear a T-shirt? Why is my toy sticky?
I could see some of our listeners wearing those.
Absolutely.
Why my toy sticky?
And so with that money, I'm gonna record my next CD, my next album. Come back with the hard shit.
Wait, so O&A, I didn't realize. I remember when Rogan was talking about we played music. I didn't know this was the first radio play that ever got. Obviously,
of course it is. We're the only one doing satellite radio.
This is historical. My goal is to desecrate the motherfucking rap game, baby. I'm gonna ridicule all these motherfuckers, man. They're gonna get out-rapped by a motherfucking gay faggot rapper.
What about Eminem? You rapped about Eminem. Do you like him or do you not like him?
You know what? That's a pretty motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. I do. I fuck him. I ain't gonna front. But when I did that CD, it was 5 years ago, and that's when he was talking lots of shit about faggots, man. You know what I'm saying? And so, but actually, he's a talented motherfucker. I give him credit.
Let's go to Dallas. Baby Boy has a comment for Gangsta Fag. Baby Boy.
Yo, what's up, man? Sorry, look here. Y'all need to get this old faggot-ass motherfucker off the goddamn
Don't
radio,
take me
man.
nowhere. He wants it.
Nigga, what's this? What's this? He wants it. For gangster cuz. Nigga, I'm a Ferguson boy, homeboy. I come from, nigga, I'm out of Dallas. Ain't nobody move cause the faggot. Ass off the motherfucking radio, nigga. Nobody move cause the faggot. Yeah.
What's up, baby? They don't faze me, man. I love trying to fuck these niggas. I love it when they get all bent out of shape.
In your bitch ass and try to fuck these niggas.
Wow, all right.
Wow.
Thank you, Baby Boy.
Keep it real, you know.
I'm just surprised we got fucking gangsters from Dallas calling.
I'm not surprised.
Your ass is tight, then you can get with me and we can fuck all night. Love it, baby.
That's hysterical. He wants it.
I gotta admit, your songs are a bit catchy.
They are catchy.
Thank you, baby.
Let's say hi to James in New York. James.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
First of all, it's my birthday today, so if you guys could wish me a happy birthday.
No one cares, stupid. Get to the point.
Hey, Mr. Fag.
What's up, baby?
I'm going to be out on the West Coast next week, cruising in a Saturn around the HBO studios.
Oh,
if you could come look me up, I'm a little midget nothing with a weak chin and tits and, yeah.
You know, sir, I don't drive a Saturn when I'm out there, stupid.
I got see that shit. Even talking to me, motherfuckers, manholes.
You suck, Jimmy, you suck.
That manholes are getting wet. Just listen to the Gangsta Fag.
A lot of questions for the Gangsta Fag.
You know what? I got to say, Gangsta Fag, we have a very homophobic producer named Ben Sparks, and he actually dared you to rape him when you come to New York.
He wants it. Is he a pretty motherfucker?
Yeah, he is.
You might have to prove that you're a Gangsta Fag. We might have to fly you to New York. But I hear you're not even allowed to leave L.A. or something like that.
I'm not for a couple of months, man. I'm working on that shit now.
All right,
I'm going to be out on the streets. I'm going to be doing little...
Thank God. Let's go to Rich somewhere on the West Coast. Rich, what's up?
Actually from New York.
Oh, okay.
I understand that Gangsta Fag had a song about one time when he was at camp and wanted to blow this cute little white boy with fantastic eyes, and all that little white boy told him was, cheep, 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 cheep.
I don't think that ever happened with Gangsta Fag.
Bunching out valid.
It's sexy, though. You know,
this sounds sexy, don't it?
Happen, though, you know?
Well, Anthony had something that almost happened to him, but he had to fake that he was asleep. It's a long story.
I didn't want it.
No, it's more than a river, baby.
Jim in Brooklyn.
Hey, Gangster, I really want to do you, bro.
Oh.
Well, you know.
Not you.
All right, let's go to... all right, hold on, Gangster. Let's go to Cliff in California. Cliff.
I love it. Joe Rogan.
Cliff.
I want to pay respect to this guy. He is terrifying.
Yeah, isn't this just...
Yeah.
You are like...
Man.
I'll tell you, Twisted, you are like an American nightmare.
Thank you very much.
You are an American nightmare.
You know what? And you motherfuckers are responsible.
He will take your money and rape you with a smile on his face.
You're like fucking Fag Kong. You come to New York, we just put you on display and hope you don't break loose and fuck everybody.
I'm here at the motherfucking Grammys with my motherfucking fag crew, baby. How funny would that shit?
Would that be great? You accept a Grammy and you all just shove them up your asses?
There you go. See, that's what I'm trying to do, man. Come on, answer this shit on the real.
Yeah.
Take away all the gay shit and just go by lyrics. How many motherfuckers out there can really fuck with me lyrically? Think about that. Be real.
Well, like we said, they're very catchy tunes, man.
Thank you, baby. So that's why we're trying to. You motherfuckers can blow me up and help me ridicule these motherfuckers.
All right, let's go to Mike the Trucker. Mike.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, usually the truckers don't have an open mind when it comes to this type of subject matter. So let's see what Mike has to say for all the truckers out there. Mike?
Well, you know, hey, man, I don't agree with what he's doing as far as on his personal level, but as far as the rapper goes and everything, man, he's a pretty talented guy, man, you know, so he puts his shit together real well. You know, and I got to give him his props, you know. But, you know, hey, all that fag shit, he can go ahead on with that bullshit, but other than that, man, I can't knock him for what he does, man. You know, as far as on the gangster rapper tip, that's all right. He's just doing basically what all of them are doing out there, and he's got an edge on it. And what he's trying to do as far as want to put the rap world on his back, as far as what he's rapping about, hey, man, that's hey, he can possibly do that shit.
All right.
He can't do that.
All right, Mike, thank you.
Baby. Thanks for the love, baby.
All right.
And here's the shit, man. The funny shit is half those motherfuckers in the rap game are fucking faggots anyway, man. You know what I'm saying? But they trying to front like they fucking gangsters. I have the fucking balls to come out and be motherfucking right. I'm a faggot and the motherfucking gangster.
And those balls are laying on someone's chin.
Against their will. So why have you heard any of the big rappers are gay?
Man, I'm in motherfucking L.A. Trust me, baby. Trust me. I know the game up in here, man. I know the game. You'd be shocked. I won't do that shit because I got to lay the fuck low right now, and I'm trying to not fuck around. But you will be fucking shocked. And there's also rumors that you have heard, which I'm sure you might have heard a few. That shit is real, baby.
Okay. Well, whatever those rumors are.
I wouldn't say it.
Wow. All right, let's go to Preacher Anthony. Preacher Anthony.
No, Bleacher Anthony. Oh, Bleacher Anthony.
Yeah,
What's
sorry.
up?
I'm sorry. They had Preacher. I was thinking maybe it was another guy.
What's up?
It's Bleacher Anthony, everyone.
Gangsta Fag, you want to do some tissue time with me?
That depends, baby. That depends. What you got?
I want you to talk dirty to me as I stick a big black Louisville slugger up your ass.
Hey, you know what? That reminds me of some shit. See,
I'm
let me
sure.
ask you, have you ever heard of Keister?
What's that?
You ever heard of a Keister stash?
Keister stash?
Yeah.
No, I imagine it's something one hides in one's ass.
Right. And that's the shit. So when he said Louisville Slugger, that shit reminded me, man. Because so he said that shit like it was going to scare me. Now, fuck, I did that shit for fun. And the thing, what you do, the more shit you can carry in your ass, you can make money like that. And it's a hustle. So you can carry weapons in your ass, shanks, fucking dope, whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, yeah?
You can carry it for other motherfuckers, too. And the more shit you can carry, the more money you can make. And so what you do is you take, like, little fucking bottles and shit and put Vaseline on it. You shove it up your ass to make your ass bigger, man. So that shit just took me back to some fond memories.
So you must have made a lot of money.
Man, it was like, motherfucker, you turning me on. You know what I'm saying?
You made a lot of money then?
Yeah, man, that's the hustle right there.
It was like the Microsoft of prison.
Yeah, it was like a man purse. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
A man purse.
There you go.
A man.
His nickname is Micro Ass.
Joe Rogan, my motherfucking booty buddy, baby.
A man purse. That's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And that's always the great when someone says, I want to put a bat in your ass. They go, that reminds me of a funny story.
I know. That's when you know he's the real deal.
Memory lane and shit, motherfucker.
All right.
You scare me.
Well, everybody wants to talk to Gangsta Fag today. Joe in Chicago. Joe.
What's cracking, boys?
What's up, Joe?
I am 6'3", 480, a former bouncer who don't mind fighting, but he makes me a little nervous. I like his skills in his rap game, but please don't come to Chicago. I would not like to see you in the dark alley.
What? You know, that's very flattering, my brother.
You're scared of Gangsta Fag.
Well, see, motherfuckers that know what time, they know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? These other motherfuckers, I'm 100 pounds when I'm wet, and I'll kick your ass, Gangsta Fag. Like, shut the fuck up, baby. Now, real motherfuckers, they can tell. They can sense it. You know, my music is for everybody. Even if you don't... Now, check this out. If you listen to my motherfucking music, you know, and you're straight, you'll find it repulsive, fucking disgusting, and, you know, unnerving, but it's fucking hilarious. And you'll find it, you know, that's cool. Now, if you're listening to my shit and you know the lyrics and you're dancing to it, you're a motherfucking faggot. But that's cool, too. You know what I'm saying? My music's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Except for, I don't fuck with 18 and under shit. You know what I'm saying? I leave that to the Catholic Church. That's their problem.
All right. Let's go. Let's go.
Different. I'm a respectable faggot. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Let's go to Daryl in Missouri. Daryl.
Yeah, hey, I did time in Jefferson City in Missouri, and we had an old boy there who was about 6'6", 240 pounds, white boy, solid ass muscle, but he was always working out in the weights. That old boy would bend over and take it in the ass quicker than anybody we ever seen. And if you didn't give it to him right, he'd beat your ass. So there's boys out there like that.
Did you have to give it to him?
No, I never did, but I've seen it done. He wants it.
GangstaFag.com, baby.
There you go.
Wow. All right.
Well,
but that shit is common, man. In the pen, that's how it is. If you want some fresh meat, motherfucker, come in there. You walk up to motherfucker, yo, let me suck your dick, motherfucker. And if this motherfucker's going to lay you on your motherfucking back and take you out, you're going to let him suck your dick. Let me ask you this. And now, if you put yourself in this situation, Mr. Opie. Now, if you in that
hold on. Why don't we use someone else?
No, I
as
think
an
Opie's a
example?
good example.
All right. Oh, so Opie and you in the joint. Go ahead. What's the scenario?
Motherfuckers come up to you. Huge motherfucking faggots, right? Say 4 or 5. Big black nigger faggots, okay?
Yeah.
Nah, they tell you, yo, check it out. We want to suck your dick, motherfucker. What we gonna do you? What you gonna do? Come on, think quick. Come on, be real.
I know what I would do. I would say, is this a good answer in prison? I've never been to prison, and this is not old, this is Jim. But if they said that, I'd say, you know what, fellas? I'd prefer if you didn't.
I don't know if that's going to work.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I ain't seen that shit work yet.
Well, how about
How
this?
about you give me another choice?
How about, don't suck my dick, but you can have my desserts.
Yeah, how about, I don't need it.
Well, why can't they have it all, baby? Sharing is caring.
Hey, you ever have sex? You ever have sex with a woman?
Say that again?
Ever have sex with a woman?
Actually, I did twice.
Yeah.
And what was the problem?
You didn't like it?
Check it out. You see that song that cut, Living in the Closet, man? That fucking love song shit bullshit I did. That Living in the Closet. You know, and it's on the track, baby.
Yeah.
And I talk about it in there. And I talk about, and I fucked with this chick, the first one, you know, I was like fucking still a virgin, and I tried to do it just to try to see, you know what I'm saying, the shit was in me or not. And I was fucking with her, my dick got soft, and I started feeling a little sick, man. I couldn't fuck with it, man. And I fucked around and tried to eat it, and it was too fucking tart or something, you know, and it just fucked me up, man.
It was
Pussy
too
just
tart.
reminds me of, I don't know, it just don't work for me, man. Then I tried it again when I was a little older.
Hey, Gangsta Fag.
Don't work.
How'd you escape the old AIDS?
Oh, what you talking about, baby?
How'd you escape the HIV?
Were you safe, like
Talking
in jail?
faggot terms to me, baby. Say that again?
He's saying that he's assuming you're HIV negative, right?
Oh, fuck yeah.
So how'd you do it in jail? With rubbers, or what'd you do in jail?
Yeah, in jail, we got rubbers in the pen, man. I ain't gonna front, not always. I didn't always do it in the fucking rubbers. But
got
my
lucky.
shit is right, my shit is right. But see, I would get fresh meat motherfuckers, and I like those clean-cut motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? The professional motherfuckers, they come in. Those are the ones that I like. And, you know.
Oh, jeez, some poor white-collar crime guy.
They've never had dick before, you know, and it's a safe bet. You know, these motherfuckers, and I don't even like to fuck with, like, feminine faggots, man. I don't fuck with that.
Well, we got a lot of questions coming in. Rich in Philly wants to know if your gang colors are pink.
Nah, man, that shit clash with my shit.
And Stephen in Bayshore has something. Stephen.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
Good.
Hey, man.
What's up, brother fucker? Listen, you are frightening. I think people around the country are listening with their assholes puckered shut. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, clinching.
The manholes are getting wet right now. So motherfucking speak, baby. Just like that. Fucking manholes, baby. It's all good.
A man purse.
How about you give us a little freestyle rap here, gangster?
What you want, baby? What you want?
Just give us a little
what
something.
You want, tracks?
Anything. Whatever you've been working on, maybe something.
This is some shit that, you know, just to show motherfuckers that I can even switch it up on them. All right? And then get away from them fag shit, baby. Let me see. What can I get for you? Lyrical precision with forms that has arisen from the depths of my mind in time. A new division of rap that will extend and spell out a new meaning for those who haven't starving like Marvin are just fiending for a new dimension invention I have made up. Unnecessary element, just telling it straight up. Highly rated, complicated scenario. My material displayed and I say it in weight. Long imperial, addressing and expressing the terms you can decipher. Not revolting, just resulting in me being the life of the scene. What I mean, the idea is unclear. If you prevent that intent, which is meant for you to hear. Opposition is listening to cowards are overpowered. But in the brief figure of speech, they get devoured. A relentless attack, which is fact, is how my medley. In actual fact, is exact and sort of deadly. What, son?
Nice.
What?
Yeah,
what,
boy.
The King Fag is here, baby.
I see Gangsta Fag settling down and having a family one day.
Yeah.
There you go, baby.
After a home invasion, we'll have them all.
There you go, baby.
While the wife watches.
So you can rap about non-sexual things, too, like, obviously.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right, it's gangstafag.com. We should play another track from...
baby.
Hey, what song do you like from your CD?
Me, really? Twisted Life, baby.
Twisted Life you like?
Yeah, baby.
I don't know if we ever played Twisted Life.
I saw on there, baby. It's a nice little flow. I like it. All
right, we'll play Twisted Life from Gangsta Fag. All right, Gangsta Fag. Keep it
all right, baby. Gangstafag.com, baby.
All right, there
Thanks,
you go.
man.
Gangstafag.com. And here's Twisted Life. A little taste as we go to break.
Yeah, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Got that motherfucking twisted G-shirt on. About to bust this real bag. Motherfucking head. Pimpin' and shit. The West Coast style never been easy. Twisted G. What the fuck you gotta say? I'm in my ride, cruising down the street. Got my system bumping to a twisted GB. It's early in the morning and I'm smoking a bud. I'm horny as a fuck and I need me a stud. I got this chick asking me for a ride, but I let her know quickly that I'm strictly dickly. I said I'm sorry, I can't help you, miss, cause a faggot like G don't be fucking with fish. She gets upset and she flipping me off, cause her saggy ass tits don't be getting me off. I just laughed as I drove right by, cause I don't give a fuck cause I'm so high. I think about this dude that I fucked last night, and how his dick was big and his ass was tight, sucking on my cock like a candy cane, rubbing on my balls and fucking out my brains. I pulled out, then I came in his mouth. I put my clothes on and I broke the fuck out. You keep it real cause I know my type, cause a nigga like G lived a twisted life. I keep it real and you know my type. A nigga like G lived a twisted life. So if your dick is big and your ass is tight, then you can get with me and we can fuck all night. I keep it real and you know my type. A nigga like G lived a twisted life. So if your dick is big and your ass is tight, then you can get with me and we can fuck all night. Now I'm cruising down Hollywood Boulevard. I'm still high and my dick is still really hard. I'm watching male hookers as I'm driving past. Fuck that shit, I ain't paying for ass. I make a U and I'm about to go home. That's when my boy called me on the cellular phone. He says he got some guys hanging at the house and talking lots of shit like they could turn me out. I asked if they were fine and he said hell yeah. I made a U-turn and told him I'll be there. Rolling on my G's, now I'm on my way. I stopped by the store to get some Alizé, cause you know me, yo, I must come right. And if I got a buzz, then I can fuck all night. I keep it real and you know my type, cause a nigga like G lived a twisted life. I keep it real and you know my type. A nigga like G lived a twisted life. So if your nigga's big and your ass is tight, then you can get with me and we can fuck all night. I keep it real and you know my type. A nigga like G lived a twisted life. So if your nigga's big and your ass is tight, then you can get with me and we can fuck all night. Get to my boy's spot, the party's off the hook and the guys are hot. Find motherfuckers everywhere that I turn. Find motherfuckers when the fuck will they learn? They don't stand a chance when it comes to Jeezy. A pocket full of weed in my alley easy. Got 4 motherfuckers and they grinding on me, sucking on my neck, now they got me horny. We take it to the back, now it's on and cracking. Now they wanna see what the G is packing. Got a tongue in my ass and the mouth on my cock. I'm feeling like a pistol and I'm ready to pop. That ass in the air and I'm digging them down. I let them suck the dick and they pass it around. I keep it real and you know my type, cause a nigga like G lived a twisted life. I keep it real and you know my type. A nigga like G lived a twisted life. So if your dick is big and your ass is tight, then you can get with me and we can fuck all night. I keep it real and you know my type. A nigga like G lived a twisted life. So if your dick is big and your ass is tight, then you can get with me and we can fuck all night. I keep it real and you know my type. A nigga like G lived a twisted life. So if your dick is big and your ass is tight, then you can get with me and we can fuck all night. I keep it real and you know my type. A nigga like G lived a twisted life. So if your dick is big and your ass is tight, then you can get with me and we can fuck all night. Going out to all my motherfucking twisted putting it down, be proud of the West Coast, putting it down, putting it down. We know how to put it down. Motherfucking smooth taste, fool your ass. Twisted G, what I think in your mind, baby. Come in your mind.
It is a natural impulse to grab and squeeze the breasts. Squeeze the breast. No shit.
It's real soft. Almost like pudding.
Yes. A hard piece of ass.
Quite a handful. Yeah.
The nipples are so sensitive that a mere tweak between finger and thumb will give a perfectly good result.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
In case you didn't notice.
Running out of showtime on this fine Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Look at that.
We don't talk about WOW often. We will again in the springtime, but it's happening all year long. Just get those WOWs on your cars.
You need sleep.
And on your trucks. WOW is definitely a good thing that happens every day. Women are out there and they're willing to flash you if they see that you have a WOW sticker.
How's the traffic out of Manhattan? Anybody? Anyone?
It's
traffic?
awful.
No, it shouldn't be that bad because they stopped the HOV thing at 11.
Yeah.
So I think if I leave right away,
you might be all right.
Okay.
You'll be fine. No traffic at all.
I hope so.
Kevin on Long Island, what did you learn on the Opie and Anthony show today? Really? That's wonderful. Kevin!
Hello.
Yoo-hoo.
All right, let's go to Rob on Long Island. Rob?
What's going on, guys? How
Hey,
you doing?
what's up?
Yeah, I learned that Ben is always 10 seconds away from death.
That was a great line today, man.
Thank you.
Yo, guys, do you think the rape zone is being affected today by this transit strike? I just want to punch it out, guys.
He wants it.
All right, BowDog.net. We're going to do our betting show in the near future. High stakes betting. We're going to find members of this show that are willing to bet a lot of money, and we're going to do a whole show dedicated to betting. And then you at home could bet with your friends and your coworkers and stuff like that. What we need is your help. We need people to start calling maybe tomorrow or let's try to do it tomorrow. If you have a good idea of something we could bet on, give the show a call tomorrow. Obviously, this started with Tourette's guy, where we try to figure out how long he could stay silent before he had him do one of his noises. And it was just a huge success. A lot of people had a lot of fun with that. And it got us to thinking, what other things can we bet on? You know the characters that are associated with the show, so start thinking about it and see if you can come up with something for us, okay? Right. It's going to be a whole show that revolves around that, and real money, real big bets. It's going to be a very interesting radio show for everybody. I mentioned that because we love BowDog.net.
BowDog.net. That's where you go to learn how to play poker. You want to learn how to play poker? Go to BowDog.net. BODOG.net. It's going to teach all the real lessons of poker. How to bluff, how to bet, all the tips on hand selections and stuff. You got to know this stuff or else you're going to be taken. You're going to be the sap at the table. What do you think? You learn everything from watching it on TV? No. Go to BowDog.net. It's free. It's fast. You're going to get all the tools you need to make you a stronger poker player on BowDog.net. BODOG.net.
I'm not a good poker player. Could it help me?
It certainly could, Jimmy.
No.
Yes, it would.
No.
He won.
And maybe BowDog.net could sponsor our betting show. That would be a great tie-in, obviously. All right, let's say hi to Eric in Arizona. Eric.
Hey, it's Aaron.
Sorry.
I just wanted to do what I learned on the show today.
Okay.
Shoving things up your ass could be used as a man purse.
Man purse.
Man purse.
Gangstafag.com. Jason, New Hampshire, what's up?
Today I learned it's Whip It Out Wednesday. Holy fuck, that was brutal.
There was a lot of gayness in the show today.
Oh, time to get it back out. Later.
All right. Tony in Wisconsin. Tony!
Hey, today I learned that we're all booty buddies with Opie and Anthony.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
I don't like being his booty buddy.
You know what? It is what it is. Let's just accept it.
No,
right?
I won't.
Hand over your dessert and touch your toes.
Dan,
someone
the
take
trucker.
the Keith Robinson head away.
Yeah, what I learned on the show today, that rap is gay. That's why the niggers all got their pants are on their knees. Open door back policy.
Oh, boy.
That not only was that uncalled for, the accent was awful.
Yeah, let's go to Chris in Pennsylvania. Chris?
Hey, I didn't really learn much, but I did find out that if you want to get better tickets for Jim Norton's show on New Year's Eve in Philly, you can go to electricfactory.com. They have a better pool of seats, still third row available.
Really?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, that's great news.
There's still Ticketmaster, but Electric Factory puts on all the shows in Philly. So
electricfactory.com.
And navigate your way through there.
Thanks.
I will be spending my New Year's Eve with Lil Jimmy Norton in Philadelphia.
And Colin Quinn and Rich Voss. Thanks, buddy.
Also, I have a autograph of original Black Sabbath for Jimmy if he wants that.
I want it. Yeah, I want it.
Of course he wants it.
I want it.
All right.
I need it.
Super Dave.
Yeah, I learned today that you guys are a bunch of latent homosexuals.
That's not true, sir, at all.
We're going to have to...
we're always on time.
We're going to have to sex it up tomorrow somehow.
Yeah.
Because we went into the gay zone a little too far today. All right. I guess that's about it for today, right?
I want it.
Yeah. But is tomorrow like Friday?
Yes.
No, it's not.
Well, it's like Friday.
It's like Friday. Because Friday is...
We're taking Friday off, and we're going to replay the homeless shopping spree on Friday. Yeah. And then the end of the year, or the best bits since coming to satellite radio, will happen this weekend and next weekend. For the entire weekend, by the way. It's a 12-hour show that's just going to keep repeating.
Oh my God, I gotta wake the fuck up. I gotta drive home.